What's going on, guys? I'm Jeff, the Yoshi Fanatic. Welcome to part 3 of Hollow Knight Silksong. We just got to Bellheart, and yeah, this is a little bit disturbing. There's a bunch of these bugs strung up by Silk, and we know what happens with Silk in this game. They're under someone's control, or something like that. They're zombies. But yeah, we'll figure out what's going on with that. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to playing this game. And yeah, looking forward to chatting with you guys. So welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome Golden Guy, Kitty VR, Solar Flare, and Yoshi Daffy Duck, and Neil. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Kitty VR, it's been a while. Welcome back. If you don't remember me, I get it. It's been probably half a year. No, I remember you. Glad to see you around. So Jeff, did you like my advice? Should everyone here go follow it? If you are not of age, then no. As far as alcoholism is concerned. Also, yeah, no, I don't drink, so I can't really follow that advice. I'll read it on here just to be, just because I found it interesting. Hey Jeff, did you know alcohol is a vasodilator? Vasodilator, yeah, that's the word. It spreads your blood vessels apart temporarily, causing less strain and pain. The stretching does not limit the amount of tension your microfibers go under while lifting weight. Therefore, lifting weight while blackout drunk will allow you to hit the same weight with less pain and strain. Try it out! I was half joking, but your muscle memory and reaction time will be off realistically, so I wouldn't. Maybe one drink. Yeah, there you go. Something to ease the pain a little bit without inhibiting your motor skills. That would be the ideal case. But no, I don't drink, so I can't. I kind of won't be following that. What is this? Oh, this is the fast travel, right? Of course. I don't. Did I activate this yet? I don't think so. Yes, we are going to insert the rosaries. It's always worth it to. It's always worth it to activate these fast travel points. What's up, Yoshi Fanatic? Cartoon Yoshi. Yoshi going to write stuff. Let's go. Have fun. Jeff, you're gonna get promoted. Your boss meets with you to celebrate. He offers you a glass of wine. You have to take it. I might just be polite. But I probably wouldn't enjoy it. Also, I don't think that would happen. Whoa, hello. What's this? Look at that, me running nonsensically into stuff. Seemed to actually help me out here. What is this? What do you want, slave? What? I see, Jeff. You're limiting alcohol to prioritize fighting strength for our cage match on August 7th, 2028. Yeah. You see right through my facade, Solar Flare. Slave? I'm a traveler, a stranger, not a slave. Jerk. Exactly what a slave would say. Be gone! Bother me again? Be gone, I said. I ask only if you know what has happened to the bugs above us. They hang trapped in a vast snare of thread. Hardly surprising that there's the final fate for all in Farloom, just come seeking a little sooner for them above. Surely, oh surely you don't imagine your own end will be different. All that hunger and fear and pride filling your fragile heart, you too are bound to end ensnared. Gark. Be gone, in Farloom only a fool believes themselves free. You wanna cut them down? Yes, you look cruel enough. Once the strings are cut, pain will return to them. They will remember fear and longing. What a choice you make for them. Such power you grant yourself. Okay. Okay. He does not seem like the optimistic fellow. I don't even have a PS3, says Golden Guy. Oh, I'm sorry. Last weekend and Saturday, I ordered Kirby Triple Deluxe with my own money online. Fast traveling to Wednesday this week, the package came to my home. But instead of Triple Deluxe, I got GTA 4 for PlayStation 3. I don't even have a PS3. How did that happen? And where did you buy it? That might impact the results. That might explain some things. Mario. Mario doesn't drink beer, but the princess does. The princess does. You know, Golden Guy, that once happened to me. I've got some of the I've got some Sai, which, if you know the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that's Raphael's weapon. It's like the fork-looking things. I've got some of those, and we went to order a case for those, just a carrying case, and we got it on Amazon. We ordered it, and for some reason, we were delivered a flashlight, not a Sai case. It's like that is not even close. But whatever, it was a good flashlight, so we kept it. In sparring this week, the coaches wanted me to spar against one of the better boxers at the gym, and I did quite well, says Solar Flare. There you go, nice work, dude. We did some sparring tonight. Sparring is not my strongest suit, but I want to get better at it. And it was fun. I had a good time. Took a nice strong side kick to the thigh, so I'll have a bruise there for sure. But it was a good time. I very much enjoyed it. Mercado Libre. It's a very popular online shop, kind of similar to Amazon. Extremely popular in my country, and common too. Interesting. Yeah, I've never heard of it, so I can't really say anything about it, I guess. But yeah, I guess you could contact customer support and be like, excuse me? This is not the same thing that I ordered. It's not what I ordered. Landed way more than him. I used my jab a lot. He landed more power punches, but I hit him with a hard right hand to the seal the hypothetical win because sparring is not scored. Well, nice. It sounds like you are doing quite well with that. Keep going, friend. You got this. In Mercado Libre, that's how I've been able to get my 3DS charger and my copy of Yoshi's Island DS, says Golden Guide. There you go. I'm sorry that this time it didn't carry through for you. Yo, sup? I finally got a gaming desktop PC, says Blue Sky. Wow, nice. What, I must ask, what are the specs? I'm a bit of a PC junkie myself, but I don't really, whoopsie. I don't really play on my PC much. I usually just use it for video editing and live streams, but I am curious. Oh. Owies. I'm gonna die. I don't like this guy very much. I don't remember how to play the game, dude. Take it easy on me. He did not take it easy on me. I don't know the specs, lol, says Blue Sky. Oh, gotcha. Well, I do hope that you enjoy it, friend. Good news, they will refund the purchase. Good, good. And hopefully they'll provide you with what you asked for, or ordered. Falls. Ah! Lands with a noob. Oh, thank goodness, a Jeff stream caught my fall. Heck yeah, I'm glad to help. What's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream, J-Dog. Hopefully I don't die this time. Yeah, that seems to be the play. Just hang out in the water. Maybe it's not the play. Yeah, I gotta remember how to play the game. Somehow, some way, that always happens. Like, I don't play the game for a week and then I forget how to play it. My eye was sealed shut this morning. Oof. How so? How did that happen? I had that happen once when I had pink eye. That wasn't fun. Hollow Knight Acid has made me waterphobic in this game. This is Spaceless. Welcome to the stream, Spaceless. I'm not sure that I've run across that, but I do remember it in the original Hollow Knight. So I guess I'd be surprised if it didn't make a return appearance. Oh, hey! What's up? I don't know, I think it was because I'm on Accutane and my eyes got dried out. I see. Well, however that happened, that's not a fun experience. I don't really know where I'm going right now. I was just in Bellheart. So I kind of expected that I would be in Bellheart for a little while. Mario Maker 3. Yoshi playable, no work needed for the new Mario Bros. Style because he was playable in Mario Dash. I forget what Mario Dash is. My grandma is visiting from Colorado. Nice! I hope that you have a very nice visit with your grandma. I haven't seen my grandma in a while. I just haven't gotten a chance to go see her. Hopefully at some point soon, though. She's not doing great. There's a bench this way. Up. And I can't really go up right now. Uh-oh. I'm nervous. Well, that's new. I want to get used to using the tools because they seem like a pretty big stick bugs. Interesting. Oh! Great. Wowza. Well, that went well. Yeah, this is a good area. A good boss, good aesthetic, and good music. So spaceless. I like it so far. I didn't do great there. Like I said, I gotta remember how to play the game. That's always a struggle for me. Every single week. If Yoshi was playable in Mario Maker 3, that means 8-bit Yoshi is back. Don't mind that. Let's go. 8-bit Yoshi like in the, like from the amiibos in, Mario Maker 1. Because there is precedent for that. They've made, an 8-bit Yoshi sprite. If you remember in Mario Maker 1, you could use amiibos, or unlock the different costumes via the, it's not story mode, but I think it was like 100 Mario mode or something like that. Oh, jeepers. And, like, you could unlock the different Nintendo characters to play as, or you could just use your amiibo to unlock them that way. Pretty cool. And Yoshi obviously was one of them. So they have made 8-bit Yoshi in an official sense. I don't know about this Mario Dash game that you were talking about. I don't know what that is. I'm afraid. You thought Silksong was cheap? Well, in my country, the price of Silksong and Hollow Knight are absolutely bargain. Silksong costs around 13 to 14 bucks, and Hollow Knight costs around $8, if I remember correctly. That is a good deal. Hollow Knight is quite often on sale, at least here in the US of A. The base price is $15, and then the base price for Silksong is $20. It seems to be well worth that. I mean, I'm enjoying it immensely. I'm just struggling right now, that's all. We'll get there. I'll remember how to play the game eventually. Oh, well, good job, Jeff. I'm confused about Nintendo of USA. They hired a new president, COO, Chief Operating Officer, and a new CEO? I know I'm a business guy, but what's the difference between a CEO and a president? I don't really know, to be honest with you. There's the Chief Executive Officer, and then there's the Chief Chief Officer of Operations, or whatever that is. And I don't really know what the difference is, what the different duties are. Also, am I the only one that's not upset about seeing Doug Bowser leave? I'd imagine that I'm not. Like, you didn't exactly have that memorable of a tenure at Nintendo, especially lately. But what's the president mean? I would imagine that that's just CEO, right? Or is it like CEO and COO, that's what makes it a president, like the duties of both, and then like you can split those roles up and it's just CEO and COO? I have no idea. Oh, wait! Oops, Mario Run, not Dash, my bad. Oh, okay, yeah, there you go. I'm like, what's Mario Dash? I don't think I've heard of this before. Nah, I just want to get back and get my cocoon, or whatever it is. My corpse. Devin Pritchard is the president, meaning the face of the company, and also the COO. The CEO is going to be the executive officer. The president is mainly the face of the company and figurative leader. It's a solar flare, I think. Let's ask good old AI what AI thinks. What is the difference between president of a company, CEO and COO. Alright, AI, let's see. Difference between president, CEO, and COO depends on the company's size and structure, but generally the CEO sees the long-term vision, the president manages overall company functions, and the COO oversees daily operations. Okay. Chief Executive Officer. Well, I think that gives a decent summary. There you go. One of the highlights of this week for me that happened to me is that I finally 100% completed Planet Robobot, and on Saturday I completed Robobot True Arena. Congratulations, Golden Guy. That is no small feat. J-Dog says, other than... Oh, here we go. Message retracted. I've finally started work on the Reptiles storyboards for the plot. Note, absolutely love being good at drawing because I can just make my characters do really goofy expressions on a whim. Yeah, I can't lie, I'm a little jealous of people who are good at art. I'm not. Like, I'm going to have to rely on some outside help for a future Yoshi video that I've got planned. But, like, I've done a little bit of storyboarding for it. I think I shared it with you, actually. Ooh, ow, ow, ooh. Give me a break, dude. Oh! The whole no invincibility frames thing really gets to me nowadays. Or, yeah! Nowadays. Why did I say that? Aha! I recovered my health before you could damage me. Is that all of them? Or the stick bugs? Bada bing, bada boom. That went way smoother. ChatGPT says, I'm kind of right with the face of the company part. Jeff, no offense to J-Dog, but he wasn't always this good. You could always learn. I doubt you have the time. Yeah, no, I've done some basic storyboarding for what I want in the next Yoshi game. Well, I started storyboarding like the story for the next Yoshi game that I would want. And I did okay. Like, I got the idea across. I said something before that too. Which version of Metroid Prime 4 are you getting? Probably the Switch 1. I can always upgrade to the Switch 2 version later. Well, I finally rebranded in I'm Red Man now, with cartoonishly charming gloves. There you go. You know, I'll pull it up here on stream just for the funsies. Where's it under community creations? I'm gonna go to threads, collaborate with the Yoshi Fanatic. So, here's the storyboarding that I've done so far for the first intro cutscene for the next Yoshi game. A butterfly fluttering along. Just fluttering along on a nice sunny day. Flutters by a bush with fruits in it. And Yoshi jumps out. He's like, butterfly! Starts chasing after the butterfly. Wants to get it. And all of a sudden a Phanto flies by. Yoshi's like, what's that? And then he sees a bunch of them. He's like, ah! Then he sees a bunch of them coming from the castle with other Super Mario Bros. 2 enemies leaving the castle and a glowing window at the top. Notice the moon in the Raphael the Raven constellation. Then a star appears above Yoshi's head, for he is a star child. And then he becomes determined and runs toward the castle. Level 1. Old foe, new threat. And that's the start of it. Whoopsie. Good job, Jeff. Hitting the wrong buttons. Hi, Jeef. I'm at Bible camp right now. Is very, very cool. That's all. Bye. Avalon. She even brought me with her. Nice. Have fun, guys. I'm working out right now. Better late than never, says Solar Flare. Measured body fat, 12%. Not bad, but could be better. Need to do more cardio. Yeah, I don't even want to think about what percentage body fat I'm at right now, frankly. Yeah, honestly, pretty good. You draw Yoshi pretty well, says J-Dog. Thank you, good sir. I wish I had time to refine it. The storyboard looks good so far. Whoopsie, intro plays. Love it when that happens. Love it when a plan comes together. Alright, so that was the bench. Okay, so I guess I can just move on. I kind of just going wherever the road leads. Which I guess is down? Yes, is down. I don't know what that was, but I want to go see it. Let me out! Thank you. Oh wait, wasn't I already down here? Okay, neato. No, this isn't the same place. Is it? No, this is completely different. Storyboard looks nice. Thanks, Blues Cat. For wrestling, I'm cutting until 7%, 150 pounds for me. That's the theoretical minimum body fat without being weakened. Gotcha. I think in high school, I had like an 8% body fat. No, let me out! I think I had like an 8% body fat in high school. Something like that. I was kind of like a naturally skinny kid. I didn't really work hard for it. Like, I went to my weekly karate classes, but that was pretty much it. Anything below 10% is pretty darn good. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm at now, and I don't even want to think about it. Mr. Dad Bod over here. That's me. That'll happen when you become a father. Most adult humans have 20%. 20% plus. Oh, I'm sure. I'd imagine that I'm probably, well, I don't know. I couldn't even guess, really. Because, like, I'm definitely a little overweight. I'd like to think that a good chunk of that is muscle, but realistically, a decent chunk of it is also fat. I do like to eat, and I'm 31, so my metabolism has slowed by quite a bit. I'd imagine I'm somewhere between 15 and 20%, but I really don't know. Most you've ever benched? Oh, man. I never really benched much. I think like 150 when I was a freshman in college, but that's the last time I really tried benching. You're supposed to be able to, like, bench your body weight, if I remember right. Like, at least for one rep. And especially when doing push-ups, you're basically benching half your body weight at that point. So, yeah, no, I'd be curious to see what my full bench is right now. But I don't have a gym membership. And I don't plan on going to a gym anytime soon. Okay, that's good. I can do that for 10 times, but any progress is good progress. For sure, dude. For sure. And, like, you're actively in the gym, so that makes sense to me. I was choosing between two purple Yoshi profiles to determine versus wide eye. As you can see, I chose determine. Nice. I can barely see it, but I think let me go to channel. Yeah, I like it. I do like it. Just for the record, I can't really see your profile pictures super well. They're very small in my chat window. Here, I'll pull that up again just so you can see. Yep, see right, well, over on the left side, you can see how small the pictures are. That's what I get to see. Back to the action. Start lifting, bro. My dad started at 44. He's jacked now. Yeah, would I may if I had the time. Unfortunately, I don't. What's this? Power part? Yeah, the once a week karate classes is pretty much all I have time for. But tonight's class was actually pretty intense, which is great. My there's my one sensei who does Kyokushin, and yeah, he's jacked. He's solid as a rock. We were sparring today, and like I punched him in the stomach, and it felt like I hit a brick wall. I'm like, whoa. But yeah, we did a lot of exercises with medicine balls, and we took some very light dumbbells, but you know, they were like 2-pound dumbbells, but we did like shadow boxing with them, like hold them and do punches and strikes and kicks and all that stuff while holding them into full guard. Like, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it does get tiring after a bit. All these stick bugs, man. Make it twice a week. Always be better. Lift every day. Spar every day. Stop eating. Stop drinking. Stop working. No time for distractions. Give your kids up to adoption. You gotta get them gains. Now you get it, Jeff. Realistically, when JJ starts karate, if he is interested in doing karate, then I probably will start going twice a week with him. That would be my goal. Am I really gonna die to these little dudes? I think not. Hey, do my little diagonal dive. How about that? Oh yeah, had my first experience with StreamYard on a laptop now. Oh, not great camera quality, but I have a mic and can actually screen share now. There you go. But wait, what were you doing before? No, you had your kids for a reason. You have built-in gym bros. There you go. Yeah, when they get older, start taking them to the gym or something. Like I said, it'll probably be for karate for them, or dancing, or whatever they choose to do. I am thinking about getting JJ into T-ball next year. I would really like to do that. It would be really good for him. Not only just as an energy outlet, but socially. Being a homeschool kid, he doesn't get a lot of social interaction, so. That is what that is. Would you buy a $180 Nintendo game in this lifetime? In this lifetime? Considering that by the time I retire, today's $100 will probably be worth $250. Yeah, I probably would at some point. That doesn't sound too far out of the question. I was using my phone, nothing else. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a step up. What about OBS? Why no OBS, J-Dog? Hi. Shell, white mask, red cloak, bug, a living bug. A bug I am, at least in part. But you are something quite different. I apologize if I have roused you from some deep slumber. Slumber, long sleep, but now is the waking. Growth, time of birth. The time of birth approaches. Heed, bug. The time of birth approaches. Time of birth approaches. Now the right of the polyp. Bug, only you are left. No more tread here, none. For the right, the polyp hearts, they are needed. Bring them here for the right. Sure. How many do I need?
Pasvin?
You have knowledge of or power to grant, I will aid you. These polyp hearts you desire, they can be found about the wood? Polyp hearts, found in the wood, yes, bug. Seek out the purple blooms inside the hearts. The time of birth approaches, polyp hearts are needed. Bring them, bug, and power will be shared. Okay. Amiibo was literally now the same price as a fully articulated action figures. Yeah, Kirby being $50? I get that it's got extra functionality, but who the heck is gonna buy an Amiibo for $50? Probably more people than I want to know. I'm just scared of the Yoshi Fanatic. Yoshi's New Island themed Platinum Edition. No! I don't want it. I don't. So, where are these polyp parts? Core of a flower formed around the body of a consumed wood wasp secretes a sticky sap that the wasp subsist on. There it is. I'm having a hard time reading tonight. I need 6? Pursuing greatness has had some sacrifices. Content creation is a complete fictional possibility if I want to lift every day, box 3 to 4 times a week, maintain a good GPA, and have a good social life. Yeah, no, there's a Venn diagram there, friend. A very complicated Venn diagram that, you know, you have to make some decisions. You have to make some sacrifices, for sure. For me, content creation is almost like a one of those sacrifices at this point. I really don't get to make as much content as I would like to. Like that Yoshi's Woolly World versus Yoshi's Island video, I really haven't made a lot of progress on it. And I want to. And at some point I will get it finished, but I just haven't had the time. Especially with work lately. Work's rough. It was a 50-hour work week this week. I put like 11 hours in over the weekend, and I'm probably gonna have to work this weekend too. So, yeah. Time is definitely not an abundant resource for me. Why not, Jeff? It's Yoshi's New Island. That game deserves more than platinum mint chocolate. Have you heard the platinum edition, J-Dog? Do you know about the platinum edition? The woes that it has created? Golden Guy says, and from what I know, in Europe, the Kirby Air Riders amiibos cost around $30. Are Americans paying the $20 Kirby bill or what? I think it's... I don't know what it is. I want to blame tariffs. Realistically, I think that's part of it. But, I don't know. And that might also just be an excuse on the part of the companies being like, oh, well, tariffs, what can you do? And then just, you know, they charge way more than they actually need to. Same kind of thing happened with Xbox with Microsoft. Like, I've been blaming the tariffs on that for a while, but, you know, there was a YouTuber I was watching. I think it was, what does he call himself? The real life fake wizard. Funny name. But he made the note that Xboxes have a very hard time selling, and the tariffs only apply if you're importing stuff into the country. It doesn't apply to stuff you already had in the country, which Microsoft probably hasn't even sold through all of that yet. So they're just being greedy. So there you go. Solar Flare says, when I'm a jacked Xboxer who's a business executive and is known worldwide while being active in my church with a beautiful wife and kids with millions to my name, I'll thank my past self. There you go, Solar Flare. You're building towards the future, and that is wise to do. Was that... Where'd it go? Was that not the flower? Did I mess up? How do I get up there? I want to know. Can you show me? Yoshi's New Island Platinum Edition. You will never escape. Yoshi's New Island themed Platinum Edition. You will never escape. No. Amiibo will never be separated from that Smash Bros. Mario Amiibo ad. I genuinely can't think of one without the other. Fair. Trump literally signed a deal with Japan drastically lowering their tariffs, plus Honda and Toyota are building factories in the US, boosting our industry. I might join a frat in college. It's a good networking, and I'm pretty sure a fun time. As long as I'm not hazed, we're ballin'. Yeah, no, you're right. The tariffs have come down in other countries, but most of these amiibo are being made in China, so those very high tariffs will still apply. At least as far as I understand it. Like most of Nintendo's... Like their electronics manufacturing mostly happens in Vietnam, not Japan. And then like the amiibos and stuff like that gets mostly manufactured in China. That's what I think is going on here. I'm kind of just aimlessly wandering about. I'm really not sure what I'm doing or where I'm going. Like, did I miss a door somewhere? Maybe. For anyone who never heard of Yoshi's Island theme Platinum Edition, it is an improvement of the Yoshi's New Island theme, or B, the same theme with farts and crying noises. Yeah, it's the ladder. It's the ladder. Oh, that's where the door was. He lowered them on Vietnam and China. China was lowered from 250 to 20, so it's not really a big win. It's like going from dropping a nuke to dropping firebombs. Not good for China anyway. You mean 250 to 200? Needle child. I encountered a settlement near here, at the core of a vein of old bells. The bugs there were snared and silent on a web of silk. No. 220. Wow. Okay. Well, I didn't know about that. Well, there you go. Ringmaster Grimm says, I hath arrived. Whoa, hello, Grimm. Welcome to the stream. The bugs there were snared silent on a web of silk. We were going on a tariff war, and they both made huge drops. Well, there you go. I guess there was a method to the madness. Which, you know, I think we said that in a previous stream, back in the Mario 64 DS streams. We discussed that, and I was like, you know, maybe there's a method to the madness, but right now it kind of just sucks. So, it may just be one of those things where they use tariffs as an excuse to raise the prices, and now that the tariffs aren't as big of an issue, they're still keeping the prices, because very rarely do prices go down once it's clear that the consumer is willing to spend money on them. Like, I don't foresee the Xbox prices going down anytime soon, and those have just been ridiculous. It's like Xbox is trying to kneecap themselves. I really don't know what the strategy is here. It seemed the pernicious trap of an unseen predator. I left quickly, making sure to avoid the glimmering threads. I passed the town myself, with thread sickness. I've seen its like upon the roads. But there it does not discriminate. The curse that strikes the town, it is driven, focused, a cold use of silk at a concerning scale. If the path permits, I will investigate its source. Farfields, Bellheart, and Shellwood. I can't get all of them. But this seems pertinent. And I do want a Bellheart map. I'll come back for Farfields later. Wait, do I actually have anything? I might have some. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I can buy the Farfield one. There we go. I'm more laissez-faire, but tariffs can be good because manufacturing industries building in the US to combat the tariffs, the goal, can build new jobs, reinvestment, and are good for national security. I'm usually not for them, but they can be good, and that deal with Japan is a very good positive. Yeah, for sure. I haven't really kept up on all the inner workings of it, but it's definitely good that it's having desirable effects, at the very least. There have been some pain points, and like I said, some of the negatives are probably lasting. Like, again, the higher prices due to, quote-unquote, the tariff struggle, they're going to stay high. Like, PlayStation 5 prices aren't going to come down. Xbox prices aren't going to come down. And if I'm wrong, I'll be happy to be wrong. But that's what I'm worried about. Spare a song for those who lay here silent. By strength abandoned, they fell before the final ascent. Are you an enemy? Seems that way. Oof. Okay, just dealing with this one guy isn't so bad, I don't think. Boy, he's chunky. Chunky. What's the word I'm looking for? Not chunky. Tanky. That's the word I was looking for. Well, that was interesting. Thank you for the, rosaries? Okay. Not sure what that was all about. That seems like it could be a very good rosary farming spot. That was a lot of rosaries. And that guy really wasn't that difficult to beat. gonna say, he kind of seems a little helpless when you get right below him. But definitely seemed to be the strat there. So I'm supposed to be finding the I was gonna say, can I push that? I'm supposed to be finding the piplops, or what are they called? Polyps. I'm supposed to be finding the polyps, but I don't seem to be having great success in that. What's this? No, I don't really want to. I don't really want to use my rosaries in that way. I think that the whole like stringing up the rosaries is a neat mechanic, but you have to, like, you lose like a quarter of the value of your rosaries doing that, which I'm not a big fan of that. Like, I've not had a situation yet where I've died and I've not been able to reclaim my rosaries, so I'm not so worried about that. I mean, maybe that'll happen at some point. Probably, but I feel like... I don't know, I feel like it might just be worth the trade-off. Or it might not be worth the trade-off. Okay, it might be worth the trade-off of me, like, having the chance of losing them and not getting them back. Because that seems like something that's not going to happen very frequently. Versus, I lose a quarter of the value of my rosaries just for that little bit of insurance. The insurance is expensive. Even in Hollow Knight Silksong. I'm back. I have to finish my lift and my phone is dying. Finish that lift. Get them gains. And then recharge your phone. Spikities. Alright, well, I may have made a mistake. A lot of bugs down here. There's light at the end of this tunnel. Let's see what's in here. Haven't I been here? Wormways. Yeah, I've definitely been here. Okay, I know where I am now. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. I'd like to get back up to Shellbone. There's an easy way to do that. I'm kind of just like meandering around looking for the way to go. I'm not really sure what that is yet. I don't usually mind that. I don't mind it now, but I know it can be a little boring to watch me just wander around aimlessly. And I went the wrong way again. Where am I now? Okay, yeah. I'm on my way. Tell everybody I'm on my way. For anybody in the stream, what was your first experience with emulators and the first emulator you remember downloading? For me, the first time I really emulated anything was in 2016. When I was trying to get footage for some video, I forget what. I don't think I ever made the video, whatever it was. But I was getting footage, and I remember thinking, man, I don't have Yoshi's Cookie on the Super Nintendo. Let me try an emulator. So I downloaded, I forget if it was SNES 9X or if it was BSNES. But it was one of those two, and in the Super Nintendo version of Yoshi's Cookie was the first one I played. So, yeah, that was my first experience with emulators. Riveting, I know. Bellheart. Take me back to Bellheart. remember using an online SNES emulator. It was so slow. Oh, online emulators. I forgot about those. I don't... You know, actually, I don't know if this counts as an emulator, but, like, in my junior year in high school, I do remember getting on the computers, finding a website for, like, a Flash version of Super Mario Bros. Or something. I don't know if it was, like, an emulator, if it was, like, a Flash game or what, but... Yeah, I did have that experience in high school. I am like addicted to this dash, dude. I want to get up there. Oh, and Jeff, congrats on the Switch too. Thank you. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. I did end up getting the Switch too. I got it used on Craigslist. Technically it's secondhand, but it was... Okay, the word for it is open box, but it technically wasn't even that. So I met up with the guy. The Craigslist listing was for an unopened Switch 2 the guy had bought for his daughter, and his daughter decided that she didn't want it. So then he, and it was after the return window had expired for his GameStop purchase. So he decided to sell it for 90 bucks off on Craigslist. And I went there, I opened it. Yeah, I opened it, I checked it out, I turned it on, and made sure everything worked before I gave him the money. And yeah, it was legit. So I got a Switch 2 for 450 bucks without tax, and it was the Mario Kart edition, which normally wouldn't matter for a used purchase, but since it was not even opened, he has not redeemed the Mario Kart World game. So yeah, I got the Mario Kart World bundle for 450 bucks and did not have to pay any tax. So that was a win in my book. Silksong, says Cohen. Yes, Silksong. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hi, Jeff. At not in the ER tonight. Oh man, what's going on at the ER? Sorry to hear that. Welcome to the stream, Aurora. I hope that this is a bright spot to your day. I had no idea. Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on. Unrelated, but my college algebra made me so mad that it made me nick my laptop screen in anger, somehow completely breaking it. If you took the class, you'd understand why it made me mad. Trust me. Algebra? College algebra? I love algebra. Had no idea laptop screens were that sensitive. Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. Don't freak out on your electronics because you're mad at algebra. Jeff, what was an item you bought that looking back you think you overpaid too much? This is just one of several examples, I'm sure, but it's the one that I have sitting on my desk. This, my friend... Oh, wrong scene. This, my friend, is the AMD Ryzen 5600G CPU. I bought it when I first built my computer. I first built my computer in 2021, and that's like right in the middle of when the graphics card market was going insane. So I'm like, well, this seems like it's my best bet to get a CPU, and everything's crazy right now. I'll just have to buy it on eBay, because like, yeah, I was worried that it would be like it had been available in OEM systems for a while, but it wasn't out as its like own discrete part yet. So I'm like, I'll just get it on eBay. I have a feeling it's going to be extremely expensive on the secondhand market when it comes out, because this CPU has some GPU cores in it. So the graphics processing cores, which meant I did not need a GPU. So I paid $375 for this guy. I saw it on eBay like a year later for 120 bucks. And quick note, 375 was about how much I paid for my my current CPU. Excuse me, which is a Ryzen 9 5900X. This guy has 6 cores, 12 threads, and it is limited to PCIe Gen 3 speeds. The 5900X doesn't have any GPU cores like this one has, but It has 12 cores, 24 threads, and PCIe Gen 4 speeds. So yeah, way better. And I paid about the same amount of money for it. So there you go. This is one of the things that I definitely overpaid on. So there you go. Hey, I'm replaying Sonic 1, but not just regular Sonic 1. I'm playing Sonic 1 Anniversary Edition ROM hack. It fixes so many flaws that I had when playing Sonic 1. Welcome to the stream, Chris. That sounds like fun. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Sonic games, but I hope that you have fun. COVID, household related. Yikes, I'm sorry, Aurora. I hope everything goes well with that situation. That's not fun. That's one thing we can agree to disagree on. To quote the Grinch that stole Christmas, I wouldn't touch it with a 39.5-foot pole. What, Sonic 1 or your laptop screen? Alright, so now that I have the map, I should probably like start putting that to use or something. It's like, how do I get up there? You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. Wait a second, I could go that way. Looks like there's more undiscovered stuff that way. Or is that just Bellheart? It might just be Bellheart. Well, I mean, it's worth looking. Algebra. Oh, I see. No, I love algebra. I love math just in general. Like, I had a blast in college calculus and physics for engineers and scientists, which, get this, the functions of position, velocity, acceleration are all related based on the derivatives of the functions of the other aspects. Like, the velocity is the derivative of the position, and then the acceleration is the derivative of the velocity equation. And I love that. Like, when I learned that, I'm like, ah, that's so awesome. So yeah, I'm a bit of a math nerd. Well, I was. And then engineering beat that out of me. I think it was when I was doing calculus with matrices that I stopped having a good time. Or multivariable calculus was also a little bit annoying. How am I missing this? Ahem, you forgot to switch screens back. Oh, thank you. Well, you haven't really missed much, in fairness. Huh? Oh no, I didn't mean to go in here. Whatever. I suck at exploring. I'm really bad at this. This is the area that I want to be exploring. I want to see what's going on with Bellheart. And this also seems like a logical kind of forward movement, but I am not making any forward progress here. Not sure exactly what I'm missing, but I'm missing something. Okay, well this was practically nothing. I thought maybe this was a lead. Apparently it's not. Where to go? What to do? So is the game basically making it to the top of this place? That's what I thought from the beginning of this game. Yeah, basically, like the grand sort of goal is reaching the top of this world. The Citadel. That, at least that's how I understand it. And I'm not doing a great job of getting to the top. You know, maybe we go back to this area and see if there's anything left unexplored. What's this? Nothing, it seems. Is this an elevator? Yeah, must be an elevator. And I don't have a map for this area yet. Do I just keep exploring in Greymore? Because I felt like I explored this place pretty darn well. I don't really know where I should be going right now. Well, where haven't I gone that I could go? I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of places. Howdy, howdy. What's going on, Joe? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to I'm Lost, aka Hollow Knight Silksong. How are you, friend? Okay, so it does not look like I can explore a lot more up here. Like, there's not really that much left to explore up here, because I can't get up there. I imagine... Oh, man. Maybe I should go back and see if I can't, like, explore any of these other paths that I just haven't really explored yet. There's far fields. How did I even get up here? Through Greymore, I guess. I'm trying out this new animation style for Gmod videos on an ARG I'm working on. It's not the best, but I think it's neat. Well, I wish you best of luck in that endeavor, friend. Golden Guy says, currently going to play on extremely outdated and horrible emulators. I'm kind of fascinated on how some emulators are so horrible. You'll have to let me know how that goes. Makes me wonder what will happen. Is this going to be one of those killing the gods game? I hope not. I don't want to destroy these wholesome bugs' little religion. They're too sweet. I really don't know what this story is going to end up leading to. Which is like, I've managed to stay spoiler-free so far. So I really look forward to seeing what's going on here. I think that at this point... pretty much my only path forward is to explore the previous areas of the map, because I don't think I can get up there. Core of a flower formed around the body of a consumed wood wasp secretes sticky sap that the wasp subsists on. Shoddy NES emulators? Let's just skip these guys. And let's continue this way. I'm actually working on a video right now, says Joe. Very cool, very cool. Currently trying Z-SNES. Ooh, Z-SNES. I haven't... Whoa. Huh. He just, like, straight up attacked that other bug. The water striders. I mean, I will shed no tear for the water striders, but... Z-SNES. I think I played B-SNES. This is a nice little area. I like these flowers. And it runs like garbage. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if I've played B-SNES, but I know I've tried Z-SNES, but I know I've tried B-SNES. Did I not go this way? I don't think I did. Why didn't I go this way? Z-SNES is okay, but SNES 9X is just better in modern times. Still, Z-SNES is important for emulation history. Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, I think this is definitely the way I should be planning to go right now. Because, like, this definitely seems like an area I haven't explored yet. Yeah, I think this was what I was missing, which is silly, because this was pretty modern. Pretty obvious. Not modern Z-SNES, MS-DOS Z-SNES. Tried Kirby Superstar and it froze. Whoa. Bro, Kirby Superstar was so good. Owies. mask shard. That's nice. I've almost built up an entire one. Will say, while I love 2D, this might not be for me. I'm way more of a 2D platformer kind of guy than a 2D Metroidvania kind of guy. I'm not a puzzle game kind of guy. Too much for my brain. I raged at the pyramid special stage in Woolly World as a kid. Yeah, then you might not like these. I really enjoy Metroidvanias. And Hollow Knight is especially special. And this seems to be living up to those lofty ideals set by the original game. All the way back here, huh? Well, I'm doing great. Dude. Jeff, stop being bad at the game, please. Never. Really? Why? Why am I so bad? There. Doink. Yeah, the pyramid level in Yoshi's Woolly World, definitely a pain. I remember that one not on great terms. I don't really like that pyramid level very much. Mostly just because I forget how many like invisible item clouds there were, but I remember it was a ton. Way more than there was any right to be. So I'll say that. Not a fan of that. Maybe try Metroid Fusion. It's tamer compared to other Metroid games in terms of progression. I would say it's a linear game. I would agree with that, Chris. Metroid Fusion is definitely... It's definitely one that leans on... Oh, the more linear side than something like Super Metroid, or even well, Metroid Dread's pretty linear. And Metroid 2 is decently linear. The original Metroid definitely wasn't. Yeah, I'll say that. I'll say that, J-Dog. I agree with Chris. If you want to see whether or not you like Metroidvania games, maybe give one of the tamer ones a try, like Metroid Fusion or even Metroid Dread. I'd say Metroid Dread was fairly linear. Like, certainly you could explore a little bit outside the box, but not all that much. It definitely relied more on a linear progression than anything. More on that. Love the special stages, but I remember being so livid at the... I remember being so livid at the Night Pyramid special stage. By the way, specifically talking about the one leading the enemies to the buttons on the pyramid. I actually thought that one was really... I thought that one was really creative. Frustrating for sure, especially on a first playthrough, but... You know, I appreciate how creative it was. If you want to go to play Metroid 1 in modern times, go play Zero Mission, or a ROM hack that fixes most of the flaws the NES version has. 100% will agree with Metroid Zero Mission. I love Metroid Zero Mission, dude. That one's a lot of fun. Definitely the best version of Metroid 1, in my opinion. And the fact that if you wanted to see what Metroid 1 was like, you can play Metroid 1 on the Metroid Fusion, on Metroid Zero Mission. Like the full game is on the cartridge after you beat the game, I believe. I couldn't tell you if you were complaining about the normal pyramid stage. I had no problem with that one. Well, no, I hate that one. I absolutely, probably my least favorite stage in the entire game. That first pyramid one. I don't know how much of a completionist you are, J-Dog, but if you're a completionist, that level is a nightmare. Just the worst. Like I said, so many invisible item clouds. Too many. And being non-linear, well, I guess it was like more difficult to really ascertain which items you've gotten. Like, oh yeah, I've gotten the 2nd and 5th flower. What does that mean? Like, where could the other ones be? Okay, got a Apollo part. That's good. So yeah, no, I hated that level. Like I said, the hi. Like I said, the special level pyramid, the special pyramid level, not as much of a pain for me. Oh man, I'm tired. I don't really want to go down. Maybe I should just activate this. There. If I had to say anything, it kind of just made me claustrophobic. The music doesn't help either. What, the special level music? I thought the special level music was incredibly pleasant. Wait a minute, what am I doing? I'm like, well, now I gotta loop all the way around if I want to get the sparkly thing I just saw. And then I thought, wait, I could probably just have jumped over the elevator. Eh, screw it, I'm already on my way there. Might just be easier to go this way at this point. No, the normal stage. Oh, sure. Huh? Is that someone I can help? Let's go see. Wouldn't hurt to check. Oh, hey. I don't appreciate you. Oh, those boomerangs are borderline useless. Also, I found that there is a ROM hack for Metroid and Zelda 1 for the NES. It turns them into a linear game. I find that quite funny, honestly. I don't know why I read it that way. I'm sorry. You should share those in the gaming recommendations. I haven't played many ROM hacks for, well, none for Metroid 1. But I've only played like 1 or 2 for Zelda 1. It was fun, for sure. I didn't really get very far. It was the, what was it called? It was the, Perils of Darkness or something like that. It was interesting because I was essentially playing the game fresh, right? Like, I had no idea where any of the dungeons were, or any of the items, or any of that stuff. Like, all of it was just a complete mystery for me. So, it felt like, you know, playing the, it felt like playing Zelda 1, but, you know, you just don't know where anything is. And thus, it felt, you kind of got that more organic feeling to it, like more cryptic and, oh wait, no, I'm sorry. More cryptic, more like, you know, you kind of have to figure out your way around, instead of like, you know, I've played this game 20 times, I know where to go, roughly. So that was interesting for that experience. Where's the thing? I probably didn't need to heal there. I wonder if they're targeting people like me with this health system. Like, I feel the need to have full health all the time. And I wonder if they're trying to, like, train me not to do that. Because it's like, I could be missing 1 mask of health. And, like, I use my entire silk gauge to heal that 1 mask. It's not worth it. Probably. Rosary string. I already shared it. Awesome, thank you. They played Metroid Prime music in the escape room. That's awesome. ROM hacking hacks. More linear than before, this ROM hack aims to kill the need for a guide, turning the game into a casual experience for new players, reducing the number of enemies and making it easier to discover secrets. Interesting. I'll have to check that out. Or at least videos. Going to currently test how bad the oldest version of ZSNES that's available on ZSNES website really is, version 1.2. You'll have to report your findings to us, man. Mr. Face says, I wanted to stop by for a bit before I go to bed. Awesome, Mr. Face. Welcome to the stream. How are you, friend? Welcome to part 3 of Silksong. I've spent a decent amount of time just not knowing where to go so far, but I think we're finally making a little bit of progress. I may also make this a shorter stream. I'm feeling very tired tonight. I don't know if I should just be running blindly into here, but that's what I chose to do. And now I'm dedicated to that path. The special stage music rocks. Favorite stage in the entire game is World 4, specifically stage with Naval Piranha. Absolutely love it being a continuation of the boss. That is really cool. I love the sky getting darker as you get higher, ending with a night sky and the intensity of it basically being an escape stage. That was a tough level to 100% complete. But I enjoyed it too. My new keyboard goes clack, clack, clack. Whoa! Huh? Okay. Sure. I've been under the weather for the past couple of days. Feeling better today, though, says Mr. Face. Sorry to hear that. That sucks. What ails you, friend? What the? Sister Splinter? What's up? Owies! Alright, well, I don't like you. I don't like this. Oh, double damage, forgot about that. Go check those out. Pretty cool, but also funny that at the same times cause that defeats the whole purpose of both games. Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, Blues Cat, is it a mechanical keyboard? If so, do you know what kind of switches you got? I have red linears. But they're not cherry reds, they're some off-brand because it's an off-brand keyboard. Well, not off-brand, but just one of those cheaper branded keyboards. It's a Red Dragon. Mario Kart World has absolutely gorgeous lighting. The footage advertisements doesn't do the game graphics justice. Well, I guess I'm in for a treat then, Yoshi Daffy Duck. I've considered the idea of getting a new TV for Black Friday this year, just so I can enjoy Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza more. Because my TV is almost 7 years old now. I could definitely use an upgrade. And it's not a bad TV. Well, okay, it's not a great TV. It was like a $450 TV. I got it on, Black Friday sale for like 250 bucks. Great. And it's survived the 7 years, so... Oh, I hate that. I hate that the enemy's prone state can still damage you. What are you? May as well take this as an opportunity to heal. Oh, more of you? I am Groot. What they make me think of. Oh, fun. Can you kill your little slaves? Owie. Yes, the answer is yes. Ow. Maybe Cherry. Lol, says Blues Cat. I do love my red linears. Like, my keyboard definitely goes clack, but it doesn't have like the, like here, I'm gonna open a notepad document and kind of, so real quick, here's what my keyboard sounds like. There you go. That's what my keyboard sounds like. They're red linear switches, so they don't have like a chunk or a clack really, but it's a very satisfying sound. I like it. Imagine the Yoshi Fanatic if they released the new Yoshi game and Woolly World remake on the same day. Oh, I'd be very busy, friend. I would be playing those games muchly. I'm already considering, and I've talked to Sky about this a little bit. We haven't really made a firm decision on this, but I'm considering streaming like 4 days in a row when the new Yoshi game comes out. Like, or even 5 days, maybe. Like, the game will come out Thursday, right? Like, because Nintendo's games have been coming out on Thursday as of late. I was thinking about, like, doing a just chatting stream up until the release of the game at 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. rather. And then buying it, downloading it digitally, and checking it out the first day. And then streaming it the next, like, you know, Friday as normal. Then Saturday, Sunday. Oh, sorry, yeah. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I'll probably have beaten the game at that point. Probably, maybe. I don't know how long the game is going to be. But I can't imagine that it's super long. It's a Yoshi game. I mean, I guess Yoshi's Crafted World took me a while. But yeah, I've been toying around with that idea. Oh, what do you guys think? Would you be down for 5 days of Yoshi Fanatic streams in a row? It's a lot, but... And I know you can definitely have too much of a good thing, if you consider these streams a good thing. If you're watching, I assume so. I really hate these little dudes. They're such pain. Oh, the double damage. Clickety clack. Jeff's keyboard ASMR. Like the wheels on the bus, the keys on the keyboard go clack, clack, clack. And then you have to make a ranking of every Yoshi game. What if they remake the 3DS Yoshi game? Would you question it? Yoshi's New Island? I probably would. Also, hello, City of Ember. I didn't realize that was your comment, Ember. Welcome to the stream. If they remake the 3DS Yoshi game, would you question it? I'd question why. Though, I don't know. Like, I don't feel like any of the Yoshi games extremely needs a remake. Yoshi's Island, I feel like they would just screw up a remake for. Yoshi's Island DS, that's probably the one that could use the remake the most, honestly. Like, nix the 2 screens mechanic because they did essentially nothing with that and just make it a bigger screen. I feel like Yoshi's Island DS is probably the one that would benefit the most from a remake. I don't know. And then you have to make a ranking of every Yoshi game. I already have one of those. Although that was made in 2020. So, it's not exactly outdated yet. Like, no new Yoshi games have come out since then. Ow. Wait a minute. I will have to consider, like, where the new Yoshi game lands in that top 10 now. I don't know if I'll, like, remake my top 10 video just for that, but... Ow. Man, I still love Woolly World. Oh, who doesn't? Looking back, the biggest wait, what moment was going into the Sky World's rug climbing stage and it just starting off the ground. You just don't expect that. I just really appreciate how every stage in that game is independently different from one another. So many varying stage motifs. It is neat. It kind of like, I feel like there's like the trade-off of it becomes less memorable because there's not much of it, but you know, the variety is definitely nice. I heard rumors of a Yoshi's Woolly World port, says Ember. Yeah, I don't know if that's actually happening. So where those rumors are coming from, is in the Switch 2 April Direct, when it was showing like Switch 1 games that would be compatible with the Switch 2, or that would work on the Switch 2. It seemed like the bottom third of Yoshi's Woolly World was shown, and it's like, wait a minute, that's not a Switch 1 game, is it? But then, like, other regions had the Yoshi's Crafted World box art instead, so it could easily have just been a mistake. It's really hard to know. May as well get rid of this. Ow! Chill out, Groot. There we go. Woolly World is only known as the meme trouble Yoshi explode. Yeah, double Yoshi explosion. Yes, indeed, good sir. I'm so sad that that was a Woolly World trailer, but Woolly World is so good, regardless of that trailer. I will likely watch your Yoshi and the Mysterious Book streams if you do them. I will. Though I may not join them live since I'll probably be playing it as well, says Mr. Face. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Well, I would love to have you, of course. And yes, I will be streaming that game. Woolly World is... Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm caught up. I'm good. Yeah. I don't know if they'll actually make the, or put Yoshi's Woolly World on the Switch. I think it would be a mistake not to, personally. Like, that game did really well for being a Wii U game. I think it sold like 2.5 or 3 million units. Akada baka ka. Welcome to the stream, Jacob. Honestly, for being a Wii U game, it performed pretty well. It's just, you know, it could do so much better on the Switch. And then that would give them the opportunity to make like a definitive version of the game that has like all the 3DS content, you know? Which, that would be fantastic. The better mini games, the Poochie Run levels, well, that's the same thing. The custom Yoshis. You've probably seen my Woolly World Wii U versus 3DS video. And I pretty much said that I think Woolly World is the more pure Yoshi's Woolly World experience, but you know, if the extras in 3D version, 3DS version interest you, then yeah, play the 3DS version. They're both good versions to play. I wish that I didn't have to make that distinction. I wish that we didn't have to choose between like better graphics and like a more pure feeling game or the extra content. I wish that we could just have a definitive version. Hyrule Warriors got that treatment. Why can't Yoshi's Woolly World? Yoshi's Woolly World isn't as important to Nintendo as The Legend of Zelda, Jeff, that's why. Say that again. Be it as if you're angrily talking to someone on the phone. If you did stream it once it launches, that is. Oh, yes, I will be. I'm also looking forward to your Yoshi's Woolly World revisit next month. Yeah, me too. Yoshi's Island versus Yoshi's Island GBA video when? After the Woolly World versus Island video, and probably after my review of Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. I heard a rumor that Yoshi and the Mysterious Book will be absolutely terrible because it won't have any sprites. It's just shit. Do you wish a new Nintendo game didn't use 3D models for once? No, I don't mind it. I like 2D art styles like this. Wait, what's this? Hello? 1 second. Hold the phone. Daughter of a distant land, we who remain waited long, bind our strength to yours, reclaim the future of our haunted kingdom. I'm binding. Mario's missing has Yoshi. Yo, welcome back, Mario! What's this? Cling grip. Oh, I knew I had to be getting that soon. Cling to sheer surfaces and leap to rapidly scale heights. Sweet. Took me forever to get this. What is the best and worst costume for Yoshi in Mario Kart World, says City of Embers? I don't know. I haven't played it yet. I did buy a Switch 2. Recently. I got it secondhand, but I can't use it yet because it is our family's big Christmas gift this year. I also bought DK Bonanza. Got that on eBay. And I got it for like 50 bucks. Well, I paid 45 for it plus shipping plus tax. Ended up being about 56 bucks. And I got it today. It's hiding out where I'm hiding the presents. And I cannot wait for the kids to open that on Christmas Day. But because it's the Christmas present, I can't use it yet. I cannot buy it. I cannot play it yet. Like, I turned it on and I was like testing it out, making sure it works, but like I couldn't get past the activation screen or the setup screen just because it said that if I wanted to transfer my Switch data to the Switch 2, it's a step I had to do during that setup process, and I could not do it later. Groot, chill out! It's a step I couldn't do later, so I have to wait until Christmas morning to do that. I just remembered something I wanted to say earlier, by all means. Oh, right, Mr. Face, said earlier, I'm also looking forward to your Yoshi's Woolly World revisit next month. Yeah, so that is going to start on the 16th, I believe I have it scheduled for. However, that also means I very, very likely will not be finishing Silksong before I start playing Yoshi's Woolly World again. And that's fine. It's just like, I'll have to come back to Silksong. And that's fine. Ooh. But, yeah. Woolly World starts up, or the Woolly World streams start up on, am I gonna die? Those start up on the 16th, so, like, 3 weeks from now. I don't want to die. There we go. Jacob says, I have only just returned from fulfilling my professional duties at Chick-fil-A, where I remained diligently engaged under the establishment's closing hour. Very dutiful of you, Jacob. Here's a tip for how to keep your kids to behave this Christmas. Wrap a bunch of empty boxes and throw one away every time they misbehave. Ooh. Ooh. That sounds incredibly cruel and I love it. I probably won't actually do that. Currently doing analysis on an old emulators. Currently doing Z-SNES. Right now the biggest issue is the sound at the beginning of Green sounds kind of weird, but everything else is kind of fine. Game used to test Kirby Superstar. Alright, there you go. Mario Galaxy 2 for $40. Yeah, not a big fan of that. I will not be buying it. Not right away, at least. Maybe on like a Mario Day sale or something. Eventually. I already have both games. Mario Galaxy 1 in multiple ways, so. Here's a tip for how to keep... Oh, I'm sorry, I read that already. Here's my costume. Yoshi costume is ranked. 1, Aristocrat, Purple Yoshi. 2, Boshi. 3, Swimming Yoshi. 4, Fast Food Yoshi. 5, Ice Cream Yoshi. 6, White Yoshi. 7, Yellow Yoshi. I don't know what any of them look like. Well, most of them. I don't know what most of them look like. Yoshi Safari is such a weird game. It is. Fun, but weird. Mr. Face says, curious to know about the progress of your Yoshi's Island versus Yoshi's Woolly World video. Honestly, dude, that's been on pause for a little while, and I regret that. It's just, I haven't had time to get to it. So, at this point, there's no way I'm getting it out before the Woolly World live streams. Absolutely no way. And I'm sorry if that's disappointing. I'm disappointed too. But I haven't had time to get to it. I desperately hope to get to it again very soon. Once work has slowed down a little bit. Work's been crazy lately. But like, to be honest, I haven't even touched it since like June. And that sucks. I'm so close to finishing the outline. I'm like, all I have to do is, what are the 2 sections that I haven't finished up yet? Hold up. Owies. I don't want those guys to be the death of me again. Where are you? Man, those boomerangs are like borderline worthless. Alright, hang on. I am going to bring up my my outline and just see what parts I have left to do. Because it's not much. It's like... Hang on. Is Yoshi's Woolly World really better than Yoshi's Island? I'm sorry, is Yoshi's Island really better than Yoshi's Woolly World? That's what I have it titled as right now, but I think I'll probably change that. Assistive tools and rewards for completion. Those are the parts that I have to, like, write my outline for. And, like, that's not that much. It really wouldn't take that long. Maybe, like, an hour or so. I just haven't sat down to do it in a while. But right now, the outline is 17 pages. For reference, my Yoshi's New Island retrospective video was 19 pages long, so it's going to be a long video. Someone brought up Yoshi being 8-bit for Mario Maker 3's Super Mario Bros. Style, though through the mystery amiibo mushroom. But I feel if they were to bring Yoshi officially over, I feel he'd be way more stylized to fit the game's original style. Which made me think, you know what would be cool? Making original Mario Bros. Yoshi look like the original concept art Miyamoto made. That would be an amazing reference. It would be. I don't know if I would dig it. Wasn't a big fan of the original art. But, you know, that would be neat. Imagine they put a kazoo in the new Yoshi game. I feel like you will be upset. Double Yoshi explosion. Yeah, the kazoo came from Yoshi's New Island. And yes, I likely would be upset by that. I hate the kazoos. Mostly just because, like, it solidifies the game's reputation of being very child-centric. Because, well, who plays kazoos? Mostly children. Who plays kazoos unironically? Definitely just children. Like, if you play kazoos and you're like, haha, silly, kazoo's funny. That makes sense to me, but, like, if you play it and you're like, listen to this amazing music I'm making. I'm like, So, yeah, no, I'm mostly salty about the kazoos from that aspect. It just ruined the reputation of that game. Kazooie plays kazoos. Woolly World has better music. You know, Jacob, I actually agree with you. Woolly World has an amazing soundtrack, and there is no denying that it is fantastic. Like, I love Yoshi's Island's music. I really do. But the Yoshi's Woolly World OST just has so much going for it. There's a lot more variety in the Woolly World OST. And the crazy part is it's like, it's all good. It's like all good music. Like, it's kind of crazy how Woolly World pulled that off, to be honest with you. And Yoshi's Island, I love, like, again, I love the music. In fact, I think I like most of the tracks in Yoshi's Island better than I like the ones in Yoshi's Woolly World. But once you hear it for, like, the 7th time in a world, or once you hear one of the songs for, like, the 7th time in a world, it's like, yeah, alright, like, you can have too much of a good thing. Yoshi's Woolly World never felt stale. Even though there are a couple levels that replay, like, the first track in the game, it's still, like, infrequent enough to the point where it really does not get stale, and I love it for that. What's your favorite Island and Woolly World song? What's my favorite Island song? Oh, they're all so good, it's hard to pick one. I feel like it's cheating to say Baby Bowser's theme at the end of the game, because that one's just too good. And all the music, really. Flower Garden's great. Athletic theme is actually my ringtone. The cave theme had such mysterious, like, mystique to it. And then, like, the castle theme, it really made you feel on edge, and that was awesome. It's just, all of it was good. But Woolly World, I always come back to Nitty Naughty Windmill Hill, because, like, I said this last stream, but it feels like laying in a hammock. Like, you can't sit in a hammock and not relax, right? Same thing with listening to that song. You can't do it. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to agree with some of the of its fan base that the Yoshi series that gone a bit downhill after the original Yoshi's Island. Woolly World definitely makes up for it. I'll admit though that those kids who played the newer games as kids growing up had a great childhood. Oh yeah, for sure. And like, I think that the Yoshi games are great. Well, yeah, you know what? I would go so far as to say great. Definitely underrated. But yeah. I love the Yoshi games, obviously. I'm the Yoshi Fanatic. Now, I would kind of be a fraud if I didn't love the Yoshi games, right? Okay. There's a couple places I can go visit now in Bellheart. Why don't I go there? Or, wait, I didn't really... Okay, I didn't continue going this way, did I? Anyway, probably the greatest one if they played is Yoshi's Woolly World, says Mr. Face. Woolly World is so good. Honestly, like, it's... Spoiler for the video. Well, I don't know how much I want to spoil the video, but let's just say it's a pretty close race, and I wouldn't fault you for having either as your favorite. Oh, I'm scared. When I listen to Nitty Naughty Windmill Hill, I imagine laying in a grass field on a warm sunny day. Oh, absolutely. I can see that for sure. If someone gives you the option, would you rather play Yoshi's New Island or Yoshi Touch and Go? Probably New Island, to be honest with you. Whoa! Like, I like Yoshi's New Island. I think it's better than we all give it credit for, really. And, like, you've probably... I think you've seen my video on that subject. I think that Yoshi's New Island... It's not that it's, like, necessarily underrated, but I do think it's better than most of us give it credit for. It's just got... You know, it's got some bad stuff in it that really... it really drags its reputation through the mud. But it is, like, at least half as good as Yoshi's Island in the gameplay department. I like that gameplay loop, so probably Yoshi's New Island. I get tired of Yoshi's Touch and Go in, like, half an hour. I played Yoshi's New Island as a kid. That game came out when I was a preteen, says Mr. Face. I was 21 when that game came out. And I was embarrassed to play it for the most part, just because of the music. I legit, I played that game. Oh my goodness. Oh, am I gonna die to this guy? No. I played that game, like, entirely on mute. Like, most of the time. And I'm sad to admit that. Especially after, like, coming back and playing it again. Sometime much later. And, yeah, like, I'm glad I replayed it. I'm glad I gave the soundtrack a chance because it definitely helped me see it in a little bit of a different light. The kazoo enemies would stun Yoshi non-existent ears, so you have to kill them fast. Yoshi New Island main theme jump scare. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Never cared about the music for whatever reason at the time, Mr. Face. Yeah, I mean, once you get past, like, the title theme and the, once you get past the title theme and the Yoshi Clan theme, it really is uphill from there. It couldn't really be any further downhill. Bro. Why do you hurt so much? Why can't I kill you? Okay, now I can kill you. Give me some silk, please. I needs. Yeah, it definitely is uphill from the title theme and the Yoshi Clan theme. Like, honestly, the first level theme is pretty good. It's just, you know, there are, like, at the end of every single level, and, like, the odd game where, or the odd level where it's just truly awful, where Yoshi's New Island soundtrack really grates on you. So, I don't really fault people for having that perception of the game, like I did for a long time. But, you know, the game has enough tracks in it that are decent where I kind of forgive the bad ones in a way. Kind of. The first level theme is so good. I love it so much, says Mr. Face. Yeah, for sure. It's good. Were all the music that good? To be honest, I would have a much different take on the game. I think most people would, frankly. Yoshi's New Island really is unfortunately defined by its bookends. That's what people are going to remember the most, is the beginning and the end. And in both regards, or in both of those cases, that's not great for the game. What would you think of the main instrument of a video game soundtrack being Toad a cappella? Oh no! That could be fun for like 20 seconds. Not much past that though. Imagine in the middle of the night when you're sleeping, random bad song from games are in your head for some reason. That would be a torture if it was a curse. It sure would. Oh, it sure would. I'd be so... Well, I'd lose a lot of sleep, that's for sure. Don't really know if I have much to say about it beyond that. Well, I just wouldn't get as much sleep. I would be kept awake, miserable. Wait, hang on. Maybe I should go use the bench. I feel like that would be beneficial right now. Bench official. Wow. I am not good at using the tools. Yoshi's New Island title screen jump scare. Ah! No, thank you, please. Man, I really am looking forward to playing more Yoshi games again. It's been a while since I've streamed any, you know? Well, maybe not. When was the last Yoshi game I streamed? It wasn't Yoshi's Crafted World, was it? It was either Yoshi's Crafted World or Yoshi Topsy-Turvy. I don't remember which one I did last. Can't pick a favorite Woolly World song, but I gotta say, props to Kamek's Last Ditch Flyby. It's really suspenseful and atmospheric for a finale of a modern Yoshi game, for sure. The last one you streamed was Yoshi's Island DS! Whoa! Forgot about that. I definitely remember going back to 100% completed. I just didn't remember it being the last one I did. I'm glad I did that though. Like, up until that point, I had never 100% completed Yoshi's Island DS in my life. And I'm very happy to have gone back and done it. You said it wrong! Oh, Yoshi's Island DS! How's that? You get stuck... Oh. Hang on. Ah! You get stuck with listening to only the Yoshi's New Island songs, and you can only hear it if that is your curse. If someone cursed that, I think I get the gist. I think. I mean, there's like 60% of the songs that are decent in Yoshi's New Island, so. And the rest I can realistically deal with. I don't think I'd be too upset, frankly. I don't think I will ever 100% complete Yoshi's Island DS. I don't blame you, friend. It is quite the endeavor. I mean, I took 12 live streams to do it, I think. But I'm glad I did it, just because, well, I'm the Yoshi Fanatic. And now I can at least say that Ow! That I've 100% completed every mainline Yoshi game. Which, that's a good feeling for me. I just got reminded of the skiing incident. You were in that room for like an hour. Yeah, I remember that, J-Dog. I remember. And that is still, to this day, one of Jacob's favorite moments of mine. The whole, welcome back to part 9 of Yoshi's Island DS! Oh, that was worth it. Can we, like, not with that, please? Really appreciate that. What is with all the bells? I mean, I guess I appreciate it. I'm a little concerned. Only Yoshi games I've 100% completed so far are Yoshi's New Island, Yoshi's Crafted World, and Yoshi's Woolly World. So the more modern ones. And those ones do have an improved completion system, so I can't blame you for that. I would argue that Yoshi's Island is up there, but only because like its secrets are hidden more intuitively, and there are no hidden item clouds in the game that have important collectibles in them. There are some that have like hidden entrances to areas that do have important collectibles in them, but none that are hidden directly in an invisible item cloud that have like a flower or red coins in them. I have a feeling I've got a fight on my hands. Oh, they shall join. Union upon your thread, a gift for your waking. A world strong to serve.
Vienta!
Creature, your claws guide those cursed threads, but you are not their source. What role do you play in this vile affliction? Oh, she is here, the rare birthling, precious child of worm and weaver. Spawn of those who dared to flee, she has found her way home at last. I'll find her shell and silk and claw. For you, mother, let me claim her all for you. Yeah, I had a feeling. Widow. Ooh. No double damage confirmed. Never mind. Okay. Don't like that. Okay. Duly noted. Let's get back there. Oh, no, yep. Off to a great start, me. Yeah, you know, the only one that I feel like, the only Yoshi game that I feel like I really haven't 100% completed because, well, that's a difficult metric. I don't know what is considered 100% completing in this game, but the only mainline one I haven't 100% completed would be Yoshi's Story. And again, that's just because, how do you 100% complete that? I don't really know, to be honest. Oh, I just wasted myself. Nice. That lasted for a while. I should probably go to bed, says Mr. Face. I probably will too, shortly. I still have yet to play Yoshi's Story. I think that Yoshi's Story is a very unique experience in that you'd be doing yourself a service by at least trying it. And if you do try it, and you're interested in 100% completion at all, try to go for the melon challenges. Or if you feel like you're just not getting enough of the challenge, go for the melon challenge. I definitely recommend that. I joke about New Island, but I genuinely appreciate that each stage goes for a different type of painted background, says J-Dog. I wish I could appreciate it as much as you do. I'm just not in love with that art style. Ow. I think I just need to avoid her when she does that. It's not like I need to damage her at every possible phase. I mean, I'm still probably gonna try, just not to my detriment, as I have been. Oh. Yeah, there's not really much damaging to her when she does that attack. I just kind of have to dodge it. So many bells. I like the bells, but I think I'm a little bit confused as to their such strong theming. Like, their strong presence in the theming for this game. I don't mind it. I like the bells, personally. Okay, I think I actually did hit her there. She's getting smarter. She's running away more often now. Yeah, that's definitely the way to handle that. There it is. We'll be leaving soon. Everything turned out to be okay. Alright, I'm glad to hear that, Aurora. Oh, jeepers. I thought that I was finished. Turns out I might be. Just not the kind of finish that I thought I was. Oh. Owies. What was the base drop? Like, the general rule of thumb is whenever there's a base drop, you've beaten the boss. Oh. Okay. That has saved me a couple of times. Yep. Oh. Wow. This is hard. I'm currently playing Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World right now, and as much as I love the game, collecting the pencil stamps is really hard. Even with the See All Hidden Items badge. Yeah. Yeah, no, collecting or 100% completing Yoshi's Woolly World is not as much of a joy as, well, it could be, I guess. Hi! What's going on, Ross? Ross? Bro, Ross! How have you been, man? It's been a while. I've been thinking of you about lately. I sometimes think of you and Retro Records and Cryoside, the main trio from the olden days. I miss you guys. How are you? I am no longer 14. I am now 19. Oh no, I lost all my Rosa race! I wasn't paying attention! Shoot. Anyway, that's crazy. I'm still moderator. Yes, you are, friend. I just suffered a big loss. My whole rosary package just disappeared into the ether. What have you been up to, Ross? How's it going? How has life been treating you? Okay, you know what? Get out of here, dude. Get out of here, stick bug. Dang, this must be lore before my time. Oh, absolutely. Ross here was one of the 3 OG members of the Yoshi Fanatic streams. Ross actually tuned into like the second to last live stream on my old channel, the old Fearsome Fire Raid, and then he migrated over here to the Yoshi Fanatic. He was one of the people who played Animal Crossing New Horizons with me on live stream. Youch. Yeah, this area is pretty tough in some parts. Yeah, I just wasn't paying attention. I was being a sillies. That boss sounds like Stitch has a cold. Fantastic. That's so funny. Finally finished the video. It took like 3 hours, says Joe. Oh man, I wish my videos took 3 hours to make. And not like 20 to 100. Even my most recent video about Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, like that one took probably a good 10 hours to make. Not necessarily because like it was an intense video to edit, just I take a while to edit videos. Sorry. Hey Jeff, what trip nickname would you give for me? Justin and Plush? I don't know, man. I'll pretty much just roll with what I normally call you. Hey, I've been good. I also think about you sometimes, and then I remembered, wait, I could just look you up and see if you're still streaming, and I'm glad to see you are. I think it was Yoshi in the mysterious book that reminded me of you. Awesome, Ross. Well, it's good to have you back. I'm glad that I am sometimes on your mind as well. I'm still streaming every Friday. I did take that break back in 2021, but I am back in stride. Started with Metroid Dread. This guy recommended I stream that game, funny enough. And yeah, been streaming every Friday night since, pretty much. With the occasional break here and there. Like when I have another child, when my wife births another child. We've got 3 now. But actually with Nathaniel, I did not take a break like I did with Shaden. Let's get the Heelys. Oh, yeah, I'm still present in the YouTube sphere. Sometimes. Well, every Friday. Still making videos occasionally. That's what I meant to say. Don't you do it. Nice. 3 out of 8 still, or has that goal changed? Oh, that goal's changed, friend. Having number 2 changed Sky's mind. She decided now 4 to 5 is the goal. So we're over halfway there. Recommendation: stick with the walls and do diagonal attacks to Willow. Okay. All right, I think I'm gonna go to bed now. Have a good night, says Mr. Face. Mr. Face, thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully we'll see you again next week, friend, or sometime. Have a good week. Take care. This thing gives me the heebie-jeebies. The most you could do is conversate calmly. 5? Okay, again, gonna judge. Jeff, you were planning 8 children? Yeah, Sky wanted 8 before we got married. And she still wanted 8 after we had our first. But having 2 changed that goal. She still wants to have a large family. She's always wanted to have a large family. Also, this is like a fake out of all fake outs, man. Like, the base dropped and everything. I should have beaten the boss by now. The base dropped! And so did my health. I think Jeff is trying to create an empire. Yeah, you caught me red-handed, man. Crap, that's not what I meant. I meant this type ain't gonna judge. Well, it would be completely fair if you did, I suppose. There's definitely, you know, there have been people who have been like, 8 kids? That's actually the normal response. And again, I can't blame people for that response. Like, 8 kids is a ton. She recounts that she always, well, for a time she wanted a dozen because of Cheaper by the Dozen, that movie. And I'm like, hun, they are definitely not cheaper by the dozen. But yeah, then she went down to 8 because she knew a bunch of families growing up that had 8 kids. And then, like, we had our own kids. And having 2 was definitely more difficult than she thought it would be. So, yeah, downsize those downsize those estimates. Ow. Ow. Fantastic, Jeff. Good job, man. Ow, ow, ow. How about not? How about let's not? Have you ever considered let's not, maybe? Ow. Stick to the walls, huh? Alright, I can jump on the walls. Yeah, that helps. I suck. Yesterday, I finally got enough mask shards for a new HP bar, says Brainbag. Let's go! I've got 3. I'm so close to getting a 4th one. Or I'm so close to filling one up. All I need to do is find a 4th one. I have no idea if I'm close to getting a 4th one. I should not make such silly claims. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, I do think that once I beat this boss, I think I'm gonna turn in for the night. I am pretty tired. I ended up buying one at the shop because I just couldn't find any more on the on the map anymore. Says Brain Pig. Well, there you go. That's as valid a way of getting a full health bar as any. In famous words of Jim Gaffigan, when talking about people questioning him having a lot of kids, are you trying to create your own nation? Is there going to be a country called Afghanistan? Fantastic. I love that. The quote that I always think of with Jim Gaffigan is he was talking about having a fourth kid. And he's like, if you don't know what it's like having a fourth kid, just imagine you're drowning and then someone hands you a baby. And I'm like, valid. I have a third and I already kind of feel that way. Love my kids though. Obviously. What kind of father would I be if I didn't love my children? Hey, maybe let's chill out with those bells, huh? Ah! Why did I do that? How did I dodge those? So did I just like skip this phase last time? I don't remember this happening last time. Well, the last time I got to like the base drop. I don't know how many times it's been since then. Eat! Eat! Give me the base drop. Give me the false hope. Let's go. Alright, I gotcha. I understand. I understand you're upset. You want to talk about it? Ow. Okay. That was a dumb idea. Dumb idea on all parts. I didn't need the extra health. I do now, but... Oh no! I have no idea how long ago I was last in one of these streams to any accurate degree. However, since then, I finished high school and am now in my second year of study at university. Wow. That's crazy. That's nuts. Like you said, you were 13 or 14 when you first started watching. Man, time flies. What do you, oh, sorry, going for a master's in physics, then possibly a PhD. I'm interested in staying in academia. Very nice. What's the long-term goal, if I may ask? And I think the last time you were here might just have been part 9 of Yoshi's Island DS, as Jacob here fondly recounts. I believe you showed up, and I said, "Hey Ross, welcome back to part 9 of Yoshi's Island DS!" As I fell down a cliff to my death on skis. What's going on, moldy fish? That's a funny name. Welcome to the stream. That all changed when the Jeff Nation attacked. I'm honestly not excited for a new Smash game because of the $80 possibility, says Yoshi Daffy Duck. Honestly, yeah, it's going to be $80. Don't kid yourself. It's not a possibility, it's a guarantee. But I understand that, especially when Smash Bros. Ultimate exists. Right? Like, that game exists, and it's probably the biggest Smash Bros. Game that we're ever going to get. Otherwise, it's essentially false advertising. Right? Because, like, what can you do after Ultimate? Truly. I'll be curious to see where Sakurai takes it next. Because I'm sure that he'll come up with another Smash Bros. Game. I mean, I may have said that he won't in the past, but I do wonder where he will take it. Just because, again, Ultimate. Where do you go after Ultimate? And like, that game took so much work. Dude poured himself into it like crazy. And I hope he doesn't do that to himself again. For his own sake, really. I know he loves it, but man. Anywho. Hang on. The The long-term goal. Uh-oh. A lot of people ask that and I never have a very good answer. Tuition is free in Scottish universities for Scottish students, and at least in the UK, student loans are not hunted down like normal loans. You pay them back really slowly. And you only pay them back when you have a certain income too. So it's not like if I don't end up with a crazy high-paying job, it was a waste of money. Time. Well, it sounds like you've got this at least, you know, figured out for the most part. I do hope that you're able to get a good job with a PhD in physics. I have faith that you will, honestly. You can do this. I believe in you. I actually recently paid off my student loans. They're all done. I'm debt-free except for my house. That feels good. Silksong, says Cozy Yoshi. What's going on, Cozy Yoshi? Smash Bros. Ultimate 2! The only way I can see them doing another Smash Bros. Is doing a sort of reboot, like what Mario Kart World did. That's not an unreasonable J-Dog. Yeah, like I said, truly, where do you go after Ultimate? It would have to be something different or something. Oh, jeez, owies! Oh, nice! Alright then, Smash Bros. World. Oh, I don't know. Man, this is... Do I just suck, or is this actually just that hard? I think I just suck. Subspace 2? Yes, please. We were all hoping World of Light would be that, and it wasn't really. It was a step in the right direction, but... I don't think that... For those of us who liked Smash Bros. Brawl's Subspace Emissary to a reasonable extent, I don't think that the World of Light theme really scratched that itch. Mario Kart World is a reboot, says Blue Scott. In a sense. See, the developers of Mario Kart World went on record saying, you know, they felt like they perfected the Mario Kart formula with Mario Kart 8, so they had to do something different. And honestly, that's a reasonable assertion. Like, Mario Kart 8, and especially Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, were very, very good. Probably my favorite Mario Kart entries, if I'm being honest. I mean, I'm not sure if that's really fair. It's just, it's the biggest one. It's the one I have the most fun playing in recent times. It's the one I played with Sky. I didn't play Double Dash. I loved Mario Kart DS. Especially, like, the fact that it had single-player content. Like, Mario Kart World kind of does. But I'm not sure that it did it quite as well as Mario Kart DS did. Like, you've got the open world, right? But, like, there's not that much to do in it, and kind of, from the sounds of it, it can get boring to just drive through the open world of Mario Kart World. I can't really say much I can't really say much until I actually try it myself. I may have a blast because I plan on playing it with Sky. That'll be great. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not gonna dunk on Mario Kart World until I've at least played it, right? Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ding, dang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ah! Okay. Ah! The fake bass drop. Ah! I must be close, right? Ow! Okay, I didn't expect her to go right into that animation. Oh no! Oh boy. Not a big fan of this. Nope. Nope. Ow. Love the reference. Widow is one of the harder fights for where it is in the game. Yeah. One of the more satisfying fights in the game. The best one to me feels almost like choreographed dances you must learn. Yeah, fair point, Ross, and I'm glad to hear that I'm not just sucking at the game for no reason. How's it hanging, Jeff? What's going on, JP? Welcome to the stream. Definitely struggling on this Widow boss. I think I'm gonna turn in after this one, but I'm doing all right. How are you, man? I loved that oil pastel or pastel art you did of Yoshi in the Discord. That was awesome. In my opinion, open world is actually pretty well made. I just wish there was a proper multiplayer mode on it. Is there not? There's a lot of fun missions in Mario Kart open world, but it doesn't compare to DS missions. I love the DS missions. I'm a single player kind of guy, so, you know, I loved that about DS. You know what would be cool? Seeing someone new work on Smash Bros. It's also the only way I could see them doing a proper story mode since Sakurai doesn't want to do one, unless he oversees the project. I see. Thanks, it was fun to make. Yeah, that was fantastic. I loved it. Obviously. Yoshi guy. Of course I'm gonna love the Yoshi guys. Alright. Time to focus. Good job focusing, Joe. I went absolute boss mode on Morwing or whatever it was. The boss before we get to the bell area. Like, I absolutely tore that thing apart when I just focused. So maybe that's what I need to do here. Let me just go silent mode for a second. Oh, messed that up. That one attack is really silly. Sorry, I'm supposed to be focusing. Okay. Got hit by the bell, so that was mercy. Nope, tore me apart right there. Okay, I actually got a chance to heal. That was good. Oh, got greedy. Oop. Got dumb. There it is. Let's go. Fine, huh? Makes sense. Lever. Woo! Wow. Fanatic. The Yoshi Fanatic! Found the ancestral art needle in. Play ancient melodies by stringing silk along the needle. Silk will be expended. Strike enemies to replenish silk. But what does it do? Play ancient melodies. I don't know what that does. It's a new skill, though. What? Brothers and sisters? Alright, I should catch up on some comments. You can't play open world on multiplayer, but if you turn off your Wi-Fi, go on online mode 2 players, you can stay in the lobby, and conventionally enough, the lobby is the whole open world. Oh, conveniently enough. You gotta stay close to each other, or else you'll both be teleported back to somewhere. Well, that's silly. I thought it was gonna be like... The trailers made it look like you could play open world together like in online mode or something. My honest opinion on the new Yoshi game. I really like the new art style, but it looks like it's going to be full baby mode type game. But I have to play it on the retrospective. Yeah, I'm more optimistic about it. The gameplay mechanics at least look interesting. I don't know how easy it's going to be, but I'm hopeful. I don't know if you all know this, and I'm not sure to what extent you're against backseating, but something I never knew for ages that helped me so much is learning that I could bind in the air. Just makes you float in place. Yes, I actually did know that. I haven't really used it at all yet. Well, I've used it a little bit, but it hasn't really come in clutch for me yet. Huh? Oh, that's a wall. Okay. Oh, okay. Huh. Okay. Whoa. You know, the reason that we don't look alike is because we're half siblings. Hornet is actually part worm, part... Not like W-O-R-M, like W-Y-R-M. Like the gods of Hollow Nest. And part Weaver, which is the name for the spiders. So, yeah. That's why she looks nothing like a spider. She doesn't even have 8 limbs. What'd I get? What'd I do? This must be where that whole Silksong thing comes in. Aw, spider! Or, oh, spider, says Patrick Starr. Dang it, I missed the text. I was reading other text, that being comments. That's okay, I have it recorded. That was quite the boss fight. Definitely gonna take this bench. Objective completed. Okay. LMAO. When I first got the Fanatic achievement, my mind immediately faded to Jeff. Let's go! Well, on online mode, you can play it online, but there isn't really a proper local multiplayer for open world. That's silly. Why? Is it just because they didn't want to go split screen? They actually fixed Mario Kart World. Sort of. They actually created another way to unlock NPC drivers without relying on the stupid RNG Kamek item. Now they placed more UFOs to take over in the open world, and you can abduct an NPC on the world to unlock that driver. There it is, yeah. I have a feeling that I'm going to very much benefit from not having played the game pre-update. Where am I? I'm almost done. I'm gonna wrap up here in a few minutes. I need sleeps. I don't usually do Friday night karate classes, but it took a lot out of me. It was a really good workout. Really good workout. I abducted fish bones. That's so silly. Hey! Welcome to Bellheart. Well, you don't feel like talking to me, huh? Hello, you. Greetings, shopkeeper. It seems you've recovered well from that silken affliction. Oh, well, I'm a clever bug. When that strange thread struck down from above, I shut up tight and huddled in my bell home. Might have been a problem for the others about here, but my store was flush with supplies, so no fear I'd go hungry.
Buenera.
Your preparedness served you well then, although your store now seems quite bare. Yes, I'll admit, the wait was longer than I'd anticipated, and a bug has to eat. I'll have more to offer you once my courier turns up. No doubt he's been avoiding Bellheart since the curse set its sights on us. Yeah, well, I can't buy anything anyway, so... You thought you had it tough in karate. I had an AP physics test today and had to work from 5 to 11 p.m. Yeah, that sucks. That's a lot. Well... Is there anything else I want to do before I sign off? Yes. Yes, there is. I now that I have the wall jump. Mega Man is officially confirmed for Sonic Cross Worlds, says Yoshi Daffy Duck. I did see that. That's exciting. It seems like Sonic Cross Worlds is getting to be a huge deal, and it's out now, if I remember right. I don't know how it feels compared to Mario Kart. I have Team Sonic Racing. My kids always mix up my games. Where is it? I have it in here. There it is. I have this one. I bought it for like 20 bucks for JJ's birthday, thinking he likes Sonic, he likes Mario Kart. Let's try it out. But apparently this is like the worst one. Oh well. Maybe I'll get Sonic Cross World whenever it goes on sale. The people that spent so many hours relying on an RNG item to unlock every driver in Mario Kart World must be so upset. I bet. Like I said, I feel like I will benefit from waiting for the update. I finally joined the Discord server because I want to my impersonation problem to stop, and also wanted to reach out to my audience. So I will see you on the Yoshi Fanatic server when the stream ends. This goes to Yoshi. I will be going to bed after the stream ends. But yeah, of course, I will look forward to chatting with you there, friend. I'm glad that you joined. Oh, whoops. Where am I now? I just dashed under him? I feel like that's tough to do. I'm genuinely excited for Mega Man and Sonic Racing Crossroads. I liked Team Sonic Racing. I played it like once. I didn't really do much in it. And I stunk. I'm not good at it. The noise from above has returned. That pitiful clamor. The threads have been cut. It was you who cut them down. Do not deny it. Why should I deny it, sir? I severed the thread and defeated the creature guiding the curse upon the town. Are you displeased? Displeased? If I breathe, if I live, I am displeased. Only the dead are satisfied. You are a slave and a nuisance. Be gone. Wow. This guy. Leonardo is going to be Jeff's main in Sonic Crossbow. Absolutely, friend. I'll waste no more words on a slave. Be gone. Alright, fine. Whatever. Whatever. That guy's a negative Nancy. I don't like him. I was just playing Legend of Zelda linear version and just realized that it's a short hack and I'm near the end of the game already. Jeepers. What is it, like just... Is it just like the dungeons or something? What is really involved in that game? And what is coming down here offer me? Like, I feel like it's done nothing for me. Except to get... Oh, I'm missing like an entire thing here. I gotta explore this. You coming back, or... Yeah, I thought so. This might be foolish. At this point, I'm better off waiting for him to come back up. There we go. Jeff, I think I might have drawn the Doomslayer so much that I memorized almost every detail from his armor, says Brainpig. That is impressive, friend. It really is. That was a great drawing that you put in the Discord server also. That was great. The dungeon is pretty simple and the overworld is pretty simple to navigate. I already got the Master Sword too. Nice. You mean the White Sword? I believe that's what it's called in that game. Man, bells are so prevalent in this game, and I'm not... I think I'm here for it. I think I like it. I'm not gonna complain about it. I like bells. You know what? Hang on. Just for a second. Just for one moment. I want to see if there's anything I'm missing up here. Is it a ROM hack from the original Zelda? Yes, Brainpick, it is. He shared it in the Discord, actually. Yoshi games usually have a satisfying length, says Yoshi Daffy Duck. My favorite length for a video game is 15 to 20 hours. That's like my ideal length for a video game, typically. It's not to say I can't enjoy longer games, it's just that length is my favorite. And that tends to encompass the Yoshi games pretty well. And of course the linear version based on the fixed translation hack. There you go. Let's just fall down. Okay, great idea, Jeff. Alright, this is where I left off. Okay. Friend! This place sounds like how it feels to be trying to cook late at night or early in the morning and trying not to make a huge racket with pots and pans. This is Ross. You know, I typically just eat like a bowl of cereal at night as a midnight snack. I don't do much late night cooking. I do enough cooking during the day for that. I made homemade chicken parmesan last night, and then the night before that I made steak with fondant potatoes and zucchini. And just randomly, my kids wanted me to make cupcakes yesterday. So of course I couldn't say no, I had to make the cupcakes. And they were from scratch, of course. And they were delicious, they were yummies. I did not regret making them at all. Like 2 days ago, I discovered just how much you can obtain in the original Zelda without even playing the first dungeon. Got 6 hearts of white tunic, magic shield, white sword, and candle. Oh, and the power bracelet. Forgot the name. Yeah, I do love how open-ended the original Zelda is. And it's, if I remember right, they took that as like, kind of an inspiration in crafting Zelda Breath of the Wild. In fact, I think that they made like a 2D version of Breath of the Wild, like just to get some ideas out there, and it was based on the Zelda 1 engine. Well, like you could cut down trees and ride them on like water and stuff like that. Really neat stuff. I don't know if like there's any videos out there. There must be some videos out there showing that off. Right? There's gotta be. Hello. But it was really interesting. How would JJ react to the non-Sonic characters in Cross Worlds? He probably wouldn't know who all of them are, but he loves Sonic, and he loves Ninja Turtles, and he likes Pac-Man quite a bit. So I'd go so far as to say he would enjoy it quite a lot. Yeah, but you need to know which walls you need to bomb and which bushes you need to burn. Mm-hmm. Yep, they made a pixel version of Breath of the Wild to make a base for it. And that was awesome. Okay, well, you know, do I want to be done playing right now? Not really. If I go back up to Bellheart, I can try to finish that quest in Shellwood. I mean, I have how many? I have 4 out of 6. I get to my missions. There we go. Defeat them. Okay. The Lost Fleas. I have. Oh, I can go to the flea caravan. Let's do that quick. Hunt volatile flint beetles. Track down flint beetles in the marrow and defeat them to collect flint gems. Flint beetles can be tracked by their stone sheddings and their aromatic dung. Wonderful. Yeah, let's go talk to the lost, or the, let's go talk to the flea troop, and then we'll go back up and try to finish off the rite of the polyp. Yeah, let's do that. Flip a coin? You know what? That's... No, I'm pretty much settled. I want to keep going. So how do I... Where? I know that they're early in the game. They're near Bone Bottom, must be. Forget exactly where they are. Okay, I think I remember. Hey Jeff, what's the best level in Woolly World? There's only 2 answers. Is Wonderful World of Wool, is that an acceptable answer? Because I feel like that's... Oh, hi! Oh, you must be one of those volatile flint beetles, huh? Might be a little bit out of my depth here. Yeah, let's go back and rest on that bench. Where's the bench? There's a bench down here. Right. That wasn't what I was thinking, but it's up there. What are the best levels in Woolly World? Nitty Naughty Windmill Hill. I always really enjoy that one. Scarf Roll Scamper. Another good one for sure. I don't know. What would you say are your favorites, Jacob? I have to ask, since you have asserted there are only 2 answers. The Yoshi coin from Super Mario World would be a cool pre-order bonus for the Mysterious Book or Mario Maker 3. I don't know how much of a good reward, good pre-order bonus it would be for the Yoshi game, because that was a Mario game item. I know it's Yoshi themed, but yeah, I would assert that might not be the best, like, most relevant thing for Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. Okay. Got a flint gem. Nice. How many of those do I need to get? Yep, I got a flint gem. I need 3. Okay. Yeah, I forgot that I'm supposed to be looking for this. Guys, I was like, oh, I'm gonna make it a short stream. After this boss, I'm gonna go to bed. And here I am, continuing on my side quest. Oh, I really like this game, and I have to wait a whole week to play it, so may as well get a little bit more time out of it. I am gonna go to bed soon, though. I need to. Like, what are you? I don't remember you. Oh no! The 2 best levels in the game only need 1 word to be said in order for everyone to know what I'm talking about. Okay, I want to hear it. I'm sure I'll know once you say the word. Say the word, say the word. Hey. Can you not? Hey, rosaries. Ow. Okay, didn't appreciate that. Ow. Wow. Curtain! Oh. The, let's see if I can remember the name. Don't tell me, don't tell me. So the one in, it's level 5S. Yoshi's Curtain Call or something like that. I think that was the name of it. And then the other one was, Sunset at Curtain Falls. Oh man, Sunset at Curtain Falls was so good. I have to agree with you there, Jacob. Those are great picks. Yoshi and Mario Maker 3 would have 2 modes, Yoshi ability mode and no ability / Mario mode. Huh, interesting. So once again, Yoshi falls into the easy mode category. Unless they could figure out a way to not make him easy mode and figure out a way to make his moveset balance with everybody else. Or Mario, I guess. I really do need more rosaries, so thank you for your sacrifice. I've already flipped that switch. Is the flea troop down here? I remember they were in like kind of an alcove like this. I don't know if they were in this one. Correct! Sunset at Curtain Falls 4-5 is my second favorite, and Yoshi's Curtain Call is the best level in the game. This is Jacob. Those are definitely good picks. Where are these guys? Don't remember them being in Moss Home. Oh, okay. I'm close. I'm really close. Mario Maker 3 needs a blue flying Yoshi. They barely scratch the surface with red fire Yoshi. Oh. Yeah, I would agree. Blue flying Yoshi was absolutely my favorite Yoshi in that game. No, come on! Not sure why Yoshi would need 2 modes in a Mario Maker game. Just to have the easy mode, I guess. And then for the people who don't want easy mode, like, make his moveset Mario, I guess, just so he's a Yoshi skin. I don't know. Alright, I'm home now. Awesome, Aurora. I'm really glad to hear that everything's okay. Well, that was actually fairly clean. Wow. Why am I here? Do I want to fight this guy? I don't think it's really worth it. I just get shards. Whee! Ow! I said ow before he even hit me. I just thought I had gotten hit. For design possibilities with the Yoshi ability. I feel like Mario Maker 3 is going to be quite complicated to develop if they decide to at all. They'd obviously need to add Mario Wonder as a theme, but I don't know how much of it they translate. Would they have badges? Wonders? If anything, they would probably have like a set number of wonders. Like, you think about how they translated Mario 3D World into Mario Maker 2, and it's like, it was a pretty parsed down version of it, right? Like, the only thing it really brought to the table, well, it brought a couple of things, but like the roll on the ground move was unique to that theme. The Cat Mario ability, also unique to that theme. But like, it all felt like a stripped down version of Mario 3D World. In a way that like the other themes just didn't feel stripped down. Like they felt like full fat version of the games, kind of. I mean, more or less, like they controlled the same, they felt the same to play. Yeah, I imagine that they would have like a pre-selection of wonders that you could choose from, that you could build around. And badges, probably not. I don't think like, I feel like badges weren't quite as pivotal as some of us were hoping or expecting. Like, yeah, they were definitely pervasive, but, you know, it's a fine enough game even if you don't have them or don't use them. So many fleas have joined the caravan. What a miracle! We may not thank you enough for honoring our humble wish. Or we cannot thank you enough. Long jumping was a cool addition from 3D World and 2D. Yeah, I guess, but the long jump overall in both the main game and in 2D wasn't great. I don't think. Certainly was no Mario Galaxy or Mario 64. There are so many fleas for us to be united with, though, and we've rested long enough. The caravan must head higher. Oh, but stranger, how remiss of me. I introduced myself earlier without ever asking you your own name. Forgive me. Please, what shall we call you? You may call me Hornet, Flea Master. Know that I, like you, am glad to see your fellow fleas safe with your caravan. These are dangerous lands to travel alone. I still have a long journey ahead of me. If I come across any more fleas, I will assist where I am able. Oh, Vavenda! That is to say, incredible. What a beautiful thing for me to hear. Dear friend, Miss Hornet, Our caravan must be away now. Toward the wide moor high above. Would you travel with us as our honored guest? Yeah, sure. I mean, I was gonna head up there anyway. Excellent, excellent. Let's make preparations and be off without delay. Rouse yourself, please, for the caravan roams must once more. I feel like it could really be interesting, though, if the level creator could set a certain badge for the player to have during the level. It would allow for so many more interesting challenges, almost like clear conditions in Super Mario Maker 2. Yeah, that could be neat. Like more of the challenge levels almost from Mario Wonder. I really did like those challenge levels. I'd like to see more of those. That's a good idea, honestly. The journey here was long, but we didn't lose a single flea. I'm told it's good luck to bring a guest along when traveling, so we must have you to thank. I trust the trip was agreeable for you. A pleasure, perhaps, nestled with our dear little ones. They certainly make for energetic travel companions. I've not often had opportunity to socialize with such spirited souls. Splendid, and now you must go and see Grishkin, sitting there by the bubbling cauldron. After long travel, we drink to revive our spirits. Dorishna, Miss Hornet, isn't? Welcome to our new camp. The traveling is done, and so we drink. Is no better way to revive spirit than to drink the famous flea brew. I have just finished a batch, bubbling and warm. You are a friend, finder of lost little fleas. Here, take a bottle of flea brew with you. We'll keep you warm while you travel. I am always brewing here, so I have no fear to drink plenty and return whenever you are wanting more. Sweet. Reserve 30 out of 30? Temporarily increases the speed of movement and attacks. Interesting. Miyamoto, everyone's favorite power-up from Mario Wonder in the theme. The propeller suit. This is definitely a hot take, but I really could not possibly care less about the propeller suit. I know that's a hot take. I know it is. Not my favorite take either, but I just don't care so much for it. And I like the flying squirrel suit so much better. Alright, is there anything else for me to explore here? I wanted to go and do the polyp mission or wish or whatever. Yeah, let's go do that. I want to see if I can do that this stream. Propeller suit was fun, says Blue's Cat. I just didn't really care for it, honestly. I think it was because, like, Elephant DK versus Elephant Mario. Haven't played either. I have not played Donkey Kong Bonanza yet, so I can't really say much. But as far as the propeller mushroom goes, I think for me it's just like how much it slows you down. Like you're running along, and then all of a sudden you hold down the jump button, or you shake the Wii remote, or however you make it work. I'm pretty sure it's shaking the Wii remote. And then like you just go super slow, spin up, and then you can like dive back down. But like your horizontal momentum is just absolutely murdered. And like, yeah, it's great for reaching high heights, right? But so was the squirrel suit, and that did not kill your forward momentum. I think that killing the forward momentum really was a deal breaker for me. I think that's what it was. I'm nostalgic over the propeller. It's great for vertical stages, but squirrel suit is more versatile. Yeah, I think I agree with that. And again, it's the whole like killing your forward momentum that really gets to me. I have not played the new Super Mario Bros. Games in quite some time. Oh boy. At least get me to the bench. Mario Wonder's movement felt so good that I hope that they have it as an extra theme in 3D World. I wouldn't want it to have, like 3D World. I wouldn't want it to have the exact same feel as the main themes. Yeah, I would agree with that. I loved Mario Wonder. I honestly want to go back and play it again. And I might at some point. Like, I've thought about doing a Yoshi-only playthrough, just to see, like, what you can still do while just playing as Yoshi. And, I guess more interestingly, the things that you cannot do while playing as Yoshi. with the $20 DLC. Ugh. No! 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 No, don't say such things. You're right, though. I've seen some people treat the squirrel suit so poorly, but that seems to mainly stem from New Super Mario Bros. Fatigue. Yeah, I thought it was a great power-up. Honestly, underrated. I think, anyway. Hang on. Which isn't fair at all, because Mario Maker levels that use it showcase how much fun it is. Yeah, I love it personally. Like I just said, I really enjoy that item. Alright, here goes the bell. I'm really excited for the DLC they announced. Not the multiplayer minigame so much, but they did allude to more single-player content that they touch on soon. I saw the Koopalings, for example. Yeah, I'm a little bit, like, frustrated with the whole DLC situation. I don't know if you've heard me explain this before, Ross. It's been quite a while. But I don't really like DLC just as a general principle. And yeah, like the whole like ludicrous pricing of it also doesn't help. I might change my mind on some of the, like, well, honestly, I can't say that I'll change my mind on the Switch 2 versions, just because, man, $20 for the little bit of content that they give you is not a good feeling. The only one that really looks compelling to me right now is Metroid Prime 4. And I am probably, well, if you buy the Switch 2 edition of the game, doesn't it have the Switch 1 edition on the cartridge and then you could plunk that into a Switch 1? I feel like that's a thing. Do you think Nintendo fans weaponize Iwata way too much? Like, Nintendo can make a bad decision and they will say something like, Iwata would not do this, or glaze Iwata. I don't know. I feel like Iwata was something special, and I feel like the people that, you know, say those kinds of things, like, bemoan the loss of Iwata. I know I do. Like, I always go back to that quote that Iwata had at one of his press briefings, or his press things. He pulls out a business card and he goes, on my business card, it says I'm a corporate leader, or a corporate business owner. In my mind, I'm a video game developer, but in my heart, I'm a gamer. And I feel like he just had so much good press around him, and he just, like, had that sort of image where he was like, I don't know what he was actually like as a person, but he seemed like the kind of guy that would be very approachable and likable, and I think we really lost something with Iwata. I do. And I can sympathize with people that complain about, you know, modern Nintendo just feeling so much more corporate and anti-consumer. I'm there right with them. I don't know that it would be 100% better if Iwata was in charge still, but I don't know. I do feel like the company lost something with Iwata and with Reggie. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think that Nintendo fans necessarily weaponize Iwata so much as they look back on the Iwata era with fondness, and I can definitely sympathize. Everyone gave them a pass for re-releasing Wii U games on the Switch, that they tried it again on the Switch too. Yep, they sure did. I think the backlash right now is just because Nintendo's so under the microscope. Just because, boy, they have been greedy and anti-consumer lately, to the point where people have really started to take notice and are, like, meticulously just combing over every little decision they make now and scrutinizing it. Yeah, Nintendo has always had these kind of practices, and like we've always kind of had to, you know, begrudgingly accept their business side so that we can play the games that we love that come from them. But I think now it's all like in more public perception, and people are more aware of it now, and now we're really starting to just get angry about it. So yeah, they had those kind of behaviors in the Switch as well, and honestly, like, I was pretty upset at it for a while. most of it was because I was a Wii U owner. I still am a Wii U owner. It's over on my TV stand. And I felt like, man, I played these games earlier and before, and now like better versions are coming out on the Switch, and it's like, just make some original games. But then I started to like, as the Switch install base grew way past what the Wii U was, I started to just be happy that those games got a second chance on the Switch and that more people got to experience them. I wish that they would do the same thing with Yoshi's Woolly World. I think many more people should experience that game. But yeah. Anyway, especially DLC that releases the same year as the base game, or at least like within the first 6 months. Give it some breathing room at least. So long as a game feels complete when it releases and the DLC doesn't seem like it should have been part of the base game, I'm okay with it on principle. Yeah, I agree with that for the most part. But, yeah, there's part of me that feels like maybe I'm somewhat subject to the whole fear of missing out thing. Not so much to the point where I'll go out and impulse buy something just because I don't want to feel left out. But because, like, if there's DLC, I'll probably feel like I want to experience it. And I kind of take it on as on a case-by-case basis these days. Or pretty much always. Just like, if the DLC looks compelling and like it would add a significant amount to the game, I'll get it. Like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I bought the DLC just because, boy, it like doubles the number of tracks. And one of them uses Yoshi's Island. Of course I had to get it. What are other games I bought DLC for? There really aren't that many. I especially love free DLC. Like, the developer makes the DLC. I think this is a good place to end, by the way. I think I'm gonna end the recording right there. And we'll just chat for a few minutes. But yeah, there's very few games that I've bought DLC for. Even some of my favorites, like Zelda Breath of the Wild, I never bought the DLC for it. To your point, if the game is complete without it, then it's not really an issue, but I don't know, there's some times where I'll feel like I'm kind of missing out because the developer made this new content and I'm not partaking in it. The ideal case for me is when, like, well, my PS4 games are over there, but I bought the definitive edition of Ghost of Tsushima that comes with the DLC, and I still haven't played the DLC, but I have it. It's on the disc, and I can play it whenever, but yeah, I don't know. Like, DLC is usually a sore spot for me, I'll say that. Iwata taking a cut out of his own paycheck instead of firing employees during the Wii U era speaks volumes to me. Yeah, and he just, again, it was more of like an image thing, but he just seemed so genuine. And like, hearing like his backstory, like how he climbed up the ranks of Nintendo after like doing so much programming work on the original Pokemon games. I forget exactly what he was responsible for, but he did a lot of work on them. It just seemed like he was coming out of a place of passion. And I think that's something that we're missing now. Everything just seems so corporate now. The developers, obviously, they're doing great. They're still churning out good games. Donkey Kong Bonanza being a Game of the Year contender definitely speaks volumes. But it's just the business side that we have to, like, we've always had to begrudgingly accept it. Or at least, like, you know, finger wag at it, but still want the Nintendo games. Now just, it's harder to be a Nintendo fan because it's harder to ignore that stuff. Every single decision Nintendo has made since April is just adding fuel to the fire. Yeah. Like Arlo pointed out in his video today, like, Nintendo just seems to not understand or not really care that their decisions lately and announcements and all that, it's just making people angry. And how much further can they go before they really start seeing this affect their bottom dollar, right? I don't know. Like, they've got to go for some good press at some point here. And I'm kind of hoping that with, Doug Bowser stepping down as CEO and, like, the new guys taking over, I forget what their names were, like, Devin something, she's stepping in as, like, the COO or CEO. I don't remember who. Sortora something. I don't know. But I'm kind of hoping that they can improve Nintendo's public image. At the very least. Ideally, I'd like to see Nintendo reverse some of their decisions here, but... Or at least, like, make better ones. But, yeah, who knows? Who knows where it'll go? Nintendo's not the only one getting more greedier. Xbox has become more greedier, too. Like, they raised the prices of the most powerful model of the Xbox Series X to 800 bones, and the Series S to 400. Yeah, that's awful. And I will not excuse them for that. It's not even like they're that desirable a product. Like there's no games that are specifically exclusive to the Xbox. So what's the point of getting an Xbox? Like, they're barely the entry-level system anymore. Like, consoles are supposed to be a convenient way for casual gamers to enjoy these big games without having to, like, delve into the world of PCs or that sort of thing. And now Xbox has made that less accessible. And I think what they're trying to do is make their whole brand like everything is an Xbox. Also, I think it would be appropriate if I go to big camera for this, just because like this is just chatting at this point. It's just they want to make everything more accessible by making everything an Xbox, and when everything's an Xbox, nothing is. What even is Xbox anymore? Xbox Game Pass? Is that what it is now? I don't know what Xbox's plans are right now. It almost seems like they got tired of competing with Sony. Yet they're still like dedicated to making next generation hardware. The most compelling thing to me looked like the Xbox ROG Ally, and that's $600 to $1,000. So I don't know what they're really going for these days. It's also a shame that they bought up all these studios and they're doing like nothing with them. I think for most people, there really is no line Nintendo could cross that could significantly hurt their sales. Yeah, I mean, if I am any indication, I went for a few months at least dedicated to the idea of not getting a Switch 2. And I did say a few times on stream that when the next Yoshi game comes out, I will have to get a Switch 2 just because I've got to cover the next Yoshi game. And that happened a lot sooner than I thought. And all it took was that one game that I really wanted, that one game I was really excited for me to crumple and buy a Switch 2. Though, I have gone through every avenue possible of not giving Nintendo my money directly. I bought the Switch 2, new in box, but still from some guy on Craigslist. I did not give my money to a GameStop, Best Buy, Walmart, whatever. I just gave it to some guy who went and bought it himself. Like, I didn't give my money directly to Nintendo. It still went there indirectly, but you get the point. I bought Donkey Kong Bonanza used. I intend to buy pretty much all the Nintendo games that I'm looking forward to used. The only exception is going to be, well, whatever games I end up live streaming, which I don't know which ones those are going to be, other than at least Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. I'm thinking about buying that twice. Because, like, I'm thinking about buying it digital so I can stream it that Wednesday night at 12 or whenever it comes out. And then, you know, stream it for like 5 days in a row and then go out and buy a used copy, a used physical copy. But, yeah, like, all it took is that one game for me. And how much more true is that of the mainstream gamer who is like, oh, look, Mario. Or, oh, look, Pokemon. Yeah, Nintendo has such loyal fans because their IPs are so beloved, and we all have such deep-rooted love and nostalgia for these franchises. There's not much that we wouldn't do to play the next one, and I think Nintendo knows that. And I forget what her name was. I think her name was like some background NPC or the background NPC. She phrased it like it's weaponized nostalgia. Nintendo knows that we love these series, and they're holding them hostage against, or with these high prices and anti-consumer practices being their bargaining chip. And it's working. Just goes to show you the power of big IPs and stories and characters that people love. It hurts that they're weaponizing it so much and they're being so anti-consumer about so much of this, but you know, we love Mario, we love Zelda, we love Metroid, we love Yoshi. I think I can speak for all of us here that we all love Yoshi, yeah? And yeah, it just sucks that that's being held against us. But what can you do? I tried to resist it, but like J-Dog said, they released the next Yoshi game and they're like, oh, we're gonna get the Yoshi Fanatic with this one. It felt targeted, man. It really is depressing, though. It feels like we can't win. Because no matter what we do, no matter what boycotts there are, boycotts just seem to fuel the fire and make people want it more. That's what it feels like. I remember when people boycotted the Pokemon games, and they became the best-selling ones ever. Shows what boycotts do. It really is depressing because it feels like we have no power in this situation. So what line do they have to cross for us to not support them anymore? I really wanted to hold strong and not buy a Switch 2. I was kind of thinking about holding out for, like, if there was an announcement that Yoshi and the Mysterious Book would also have a Switch 1 version. I think that was naive to hope for, and I ended up biting the bullet. And I know this is just video games. I know this is not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. It's just a hobby and stuff that's fun to do that we could absolutely live without. But I felt like I crossed a moral line by buckling and buying the Switch 2 just because a Yoshi game came out. Or is coming out. I was so dedicated to not wanting to support Nintendo, and I still am. I'm going through all the avenues I can to buy used, to not support them directly. That's the only solace I have here. But I'm still indirectly giving my money to a company that feels like they hate me. And all of us. And I don't get a happy, jolly feeling about that. I just don't. It's a conundrum. I know we're going to enjoy the Switch 2 and the games that we get for it. I know that JJ is going to absolutely flipping go nuts when he opens that present on Christmas, and I'm going to be very happy about that. But there's still going to be that internal turmoil that I'm going through, knowing that my money, even if indirectly, went to a greedy anti-consumer company that makes some of the worst business practices in the world. Of video games, anyway. And they're a market leader. It feels like they're leading the charge and now everybody's doing it. So, hooray. Man, it sucks being a Nintendo fan right now. Anyway, I'll read some more comments here. I can relate, Jeff. I never bought much DLC for games. Yeah, it also doesn't help that I'm super stingy. It's ridiculous for me that they announced DLC for the new upcoming Pokemon game that's not released yet. Like, why not include it in the main game aside from being more greedy? Yeah, Nintendo loves their DLC right now. They said that they wouldn't do stuff like this, and well, here they are. Slippery slope and all that. Oh, and I know most people don't care one way or another, but them laying off their entire customer service staff, even if they're contractors, is disappointing. Yeah, I don't really know how to feel about that. I feel bad for all the people that are laid off. Absolutely, that sucks, and I hope that they can find new work, and I hope that things go alright for them. I don't really understand why Nintendo wanted to move their customer service in-house. I feel like I've heard someone say that their customer service is just going to get worse now that that's the case, but I don't really know. I don't know what the benefits are to having it in-service for in-house versus contracting it out. I don't know. Sakurai funny sense of humor. Yay, beat camera. Yay! As bad as Nintendo has been at times, they're nowhere near as bad as Ubisoft, who claims that microtransactions make the player experience more fun. Yeah. Well, there's that whole whataboutism thing, and I don't want to compare Nintendo to the lowest common denominator, because obviously they're going to look good when you compare them to like EA and Ubisoft. It doesn't make them good. Just because they're better than the worst scum in the industry doesn't make them good. Is my microwave an Xbox? Isn't there someone who played Skyrim on like a smart fridge? I would say that possibly at some point, yes, your Xbox, your microwave will be an Xbox. Rareware. This is Yoshi Daffy Duck. I want to see Xbox produce stuff like you see in Spaceballs, Xbox the cereal, Xbox the flamethrower, which the kids will especially love. I'm sure they'll get there. Everything is in Xbox. Nintendo finally got your money. At least I can say indirectly, I guess. That's the only solace I can really take from this. The X-Gun. Xbox is pretty much green PlayStation. I don't know, PlayStation at least has some exclusives, but even then, like, they've been pretty disappointing this generation. I feel like console launches are always a bit shaky right at the start. There's only so many games that a console can have at launch. As the directs keep coming, people will have more reasons to buy. Yeah, definitely. I agree. Like, you guys remember how limited the Switch 1 launch was? It launched with like 12 games. Only 5 of them were physical, if I remember right. I don't feel like people really dunked on the Switch though. Like we were coming out of the Wii U generation. At least it didn't have as much negative publicity as the Switch 2 does. Just like it seemed positive overall. The only negative was that you couldn't buy one for like 5 months. I remember getting mine at launch, and I remember like playing it in the cafeteria at my college. And I remember someone just walked up to me and was like, "You're so lucky." And I'm like, yeah, I'm so lucky because I stood in line for hours on end at a Best Buy to get mine. And had to wake up 5 hours later to go to an exam in the morning. But yeah, sure, I'm lucky. But yeah, console launches will always have their problems, but this one feels especially negative. And I think it really does stem down mostly to price, but then after the prices were revealed and people started looking into it more issues came up. Like the Switch 2 doesn't support variable refresh rate when in docked mode. Not something most people are going to care about, but it's like, why? It has variable refresh rate on the handheld screen, and most games, if none of them, I don't think any of them take advantage of VRR yet. So why isn't it available in docked where it probably could take advantage of that stuff? I don't know. Or like the game key cards. Nobody likes game key cards. Yet the industry is trying to have us like support it. Bro, if you're thinking about going and getting a game key card, save the plastic. Just get digital. Don't even bother. It's not worth it. In my opinion. If you can find a good use case for it, by all means. But from where I'm standing, the game key cards are just digital games with the downsides of physical games. Can get lost. Can be damaged. The inconvenience of putting a cartridge in your system. You have to bring it with you if you're going to play it on the go. Just get digital. If you're gonna go that way, just get digital. Jeff, did you see my comments? Yes, and I read them. I'm making my way through them, guys. I'm sorry. Those Nintendo franchises will die if we also lose interest in video games. Yeah, I feel like you'd have to cross some pretty serious lines for that to happen. Like, I was talking to one of my coworkers this week. I told him, like he was saying, man, he wishes that Mario Galaxy 2 would have come to the Switch. And I'm like, it is. It's coming to the Switch next month. Like, next week, actually. He's like, oh, day one buy for me. And I'm like, it's $70. He's like, don't care. Mario Galaxy. And I have a feeling a lot of people are like that. Jeff the Yoshi Addict. Hey Jeff, I plan on joining the Discord server. Can you give me an idea on how the server is? It's usually kind of quiet. It's not super active, but everyone there is great. It's honestly a nice, calm, chill sort of community. There's a lot to do in there. Yeah, that's where you can get a hold of me the easiest. I'm on Discord. I have it on my phone. It's the only like social media on my phone other than YouTube. So if you want to get a hold of me, that's the best way to do it. And yeah, we just chat generally. There's the general chat. We have a channel for sharing your community creations or just chatting about games, or if you have a YouTube channel and you want to talk about it, there's a chat group there. You can post pictures of your food. I love that. I posted a picture just the other day of a steak and fondant potato meal that I made. Here you go. I overcooked the steak a little bit for my liking, but it was still very good. Okay, a lot of it for my liking. It tasted really good, but I definitely overcooked it. But yeah, and then fondant potatoes. Probably my favorite way to eat potatoes is fondant potatoes. And then zucchini, which I cooked in the steak fond. Fantastic, loved it. Back to the action. So yeah, lots of stuff to do there. And like I said, it's usually a little quiet, but you know, there's some good people there. I think you'll have fun. The solace I take is that Nintendo treats its employees better than any other game company. No buying studios, never using them, no mass layoffs. The only people they affect is us, and at the end of the day, we can always just not spend our money on their products once our individual lines are crossed. For me, it's not too bad. I see the economic state of the world and I understand it. While they're getting greedier and some of their practices are awful, if they didn't at least increase their prices, they would actually be struggling. $60 in 2017 is not $60 now, unfortunately. Yeah, I hear you. And I don't think it's the $70 games that really got to me. It's the $80 ones. It's not... You know, it's a lot of little things that add up. Like, I was thinking about just how much more money I'm going to be spending on my physical game collection for the Switch 2 versus what I spent on the Switch 1. And it really does come down to the, you know, $80 games. And, like, I didn't have a problem with $70 games. I honestly expected $70. I think most of us did. But $80? I think that was a step too far. And there's just been a lot of, like... There's been a lot of little things that have really bothered me about the Switch 2. And, yeah, it's not great. But at the end of the day, like you said, they're not the worst. I still don't like the whole, like, well, at least they're not Ubisoft angle. But you're right. Like, there are definitely things that they're doing that are positive. But there's a lot of things they're doing that are negative, too. And I think those are just rubbing most of us the wrong way. At least the Nintendo fans are happy they finally got that Metroid Prime 4 release date. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm stoked. Switch 1 was such a crazy new thing that people were okay with a slow start, especially knowing the game's coming year 1. True, like we knew Mario Odyssey was coming, you know, before the Switch came out. That was awesome. According to Nathaniel Bandy, the cartridges taste awful. Yeah, that's been a thing for, well, since the first days of the Switch. And like, Nintendo put like a bitter coating on them so that young kids won't eat them because it'll taste bad. And then every YouTuber in existence like has licked a Switch cartridge at some point. Or every big Nintendo YouTuber has licked a Nintendo cartridge at one point or another. Ah, it's so silly. They do taste awful. It's intentional so kids don't eat them. Yeah, exactly. Well, every YouTuber said that the Switch cartridge tastes awful. NES cartridges taste better. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Well, guys, this has been a lot of fun. Do it, Jeff! No way. I'm not licking my Switch cartridges. Are you kidding me? No way. Where's my Yoshi game? There it is. Yeah. Should I lick Yoshi's Crafted World? I'm absolutely not gonna do it. No way. I don't want to be one of those freaks who licked a Switch cartridge. Destroy that resale value, Jeff. I'm not reselling it anyway. I'm keeping this one. No, I'm not licking it. I don't want to. I don't want to stoop to that level. Join the server. Already sent a stream music recommendation. Can you play it? Oh, it's Platinum Edition Yoshi, isn't it? Oh, Yoshi's Woolly World theme. Extra bass boosted. I think I'll skip that, friend. But I'll say hi to you. Hey, I waved to you in the Discord. Yoshi. No, try other games like the game besides me. Oh, which one is beside Yoshi right now? The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom or Super Mario RPG? I usually like to have my video games alphabetized, but my kids have ruined that. Alrighty, well, I think I'm gonna call it a night now. This has been a lot of fun. I'm glad you guys have enjoyed, well, I've enjoyed chatting with you guys, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed it too. By the way, I am thinking about shaking up the live stream format just a little bit. I had so much fun in the Just Chatting live stream discussing the Nintendo Direct and the Yoshi game reveal. I'm thinking about making Just Chatting a regular section in my live streams. I'm thinking about making it like the first 30 minutes of a live stream, just having a Just Chatting section before I start playing the game. I don't know if I'm actually going to do that, but yeah, let me know if that sounds interesting to you. I might put a poll up and you know, see what you guys think. You can vote on it there. But yeah, that's just a thought. But for now, I really need to go to bed. So thank you guys for tuning in. I've had a blast. I hope you've had a blast. If you haven't already, feel free to like and subscribe. And hit that bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I go live or post a video. I would recommend joining the Discord if you haven't already. Like I said before, you can chat with me there. It's the best way to get in touch with me, and I love chatting with the fans. And I've already talked about all the fun stuff you can do there, so check it out if any of that sounds fun to you. Next live stream should be next Friday, starting around 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be playing more Hollow Knight Silksong, though we'll only be playing it for another 2 weeks, and then I'm going to be revisiting Yoshi's Woolly World for its 10-year anniversary this coming October. North American release date, October 15th, 2015? So yeah, I'll be revisiting it for the 10-year anniversary. Ross says, alright, night, Jeff. I don't know if you remember, but I'm 5 hours ahead of you. I do remember. So it's now 7 a.m. for me. I'm going back to sleep until like 10 or 11, like the sleepy university student I am. See you around, Ross. It was a treat and a pleasure seeing you tonight. I'm glad you tuned in, and I wish you the best of luck with university, friend. Feel free to rejoin the Discord if you'd like to. Love to have you there. And otherwise, see you in another live stream if you would like to attend. It's always a pleasure to have you. Glad to see you. See you, Jeff and everyone. See ya. This is Chris. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully, we'll see you next time. I hope you all have a good week. Take care, everybody.